And we're live. Sorry, I was waiting for a couple people. Hello, this is not really going to be any one particular topic that we're going to necessarily be discussing, but I thought what better way to meet some of the awesome ladies of the Fandom Menace and get to know them, what makes them nerds, who influenced or what influenced them to be nerds, and why in heaven's name are we supporting a group that's supposed to be misogynistic, such as the Fandom Menace. Basically, that's all we're going to be talking about today, and I feel hopefully that you get to know these ladies. I put their links for the channels, the ones who have channels, in the description below. If you're on Twitter, follow That Tug Life. I put her Twitter page in the description, so check her page out. And on that note, I will go to Rosetta. Basically, introduce yourself and your channel, and basically plug yourself. Sorry, I can't talk to that.
I'm just loudmouth, opinionated, and there weren't a lot of places I fit in until I met this group who seemed to love the fact that I'm a loudmouth and opinionated. So I sit there and I rant on nerdy topics while I show off my photography and do my paintings.
All right. And next, as I said, put her Twitter page in the description below. Follow her on Twitter. She's like my sister from another mister.
Aww.
That Tug Life. Well, Ruthie says like we're twins, and I'm like seeing similarities in our posts. So I think we were separated at birth.
We might have been. That would be really cool, actually.
Yeah.
I would not be mad about that at all. Nope. I'm new to all of this, so bear with me. But yeah, I have a Twitter. I mean, I obviously have a YouTube account, but it's not a channel. You're mostly just gonna see me like a bunch of Disney videos. So just if you find my YouTube channel, good luck. So sorry. There's like 6 different videos I have on a playlist of toss a coin to your Witcher, so it's fine. But yeah, hi everybody, welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Oh yeah, that's fine. That was basically my channel for a while until I started uploading my own videos. It's just me liking a bunch of videos. That was pretty much.
Yeah. Yep.
And next, you know her as the Mistress of Mayhem. So, Mary, you want to introduce you and your channel to everyone?
Damn fucking Skippy. Hey, y'all! I am Mary D. I am the Mistress of Mayhem, disruptor of the narrative and official women card holder. You can find me over on my channel, Mary Mayhem, where I talk about newsy news shit during the weekdays. And on the weekends, I get into shenanigans like I'm going to tonight. You can catch Steph with me, actually, tonight. And I may have to find another replacement. So if Tugs, if you're open or somebody.
Yeah, let me know. Hey, where's Steph? Good timing. It's like you summoned her, Mary. You said her name.
Yeah, you say it 3 times and then bat your eyelashes in the mirror, and she hears.
Don't forget to bat the eyelashes.
It is a Baby Yoda shirt.
It is.
Oh, so cute. I want it.
I'm with you, Christie.
I'm Christie. I have a channel. I do some live streams and stuff like that. Just talk about anything and everything. I really don't am particular on just one topic. Just whatever really just pisses me off that day. But yeah, that's it. Hi.
Okay. And last but not least, Steph, My Nerdy Home. Introduce you and your channel.
Hi, I'm sorry I'm late, everybody, but my name is Stephanie, and you can find me on my channel, My Nerdy Home. I talk about pop culture, news, movies, mostly Star Wars and DC related. I will throw in some Marvel every once in a while, though. I also do live reactions, and you can also catch me on the Drunk 3PO channel. I do create content for his channel as well.
She's a busy lady.
He's not dumb.
No.
Just saying. He knows how to pick them.
and basically we're all nerds in some way or another, and I thought we would basically start out this stream by going over what would make us at all join or be part of an organization that's supposed to be misogynistic towards women. Pretty much, like, why do you support the Fandom Menace? Why do you consider yourself part of it? If you don't consider yourself part of it, why do you support it? Because there are those who support it but don't consider themselves a member or of this movement. So I guess we'll start with Steph down below me. So you in the hot spot. Like, why would you be a part of this group?
Well, I do consider myself part of the Fandom Menace, and one of my very first videos that I put when I switched my channel over from just talking about makeup to talking about, movies and things that I'm really passionate about. That was my first video that I made on my channel, and the audio is horrible, but whatever. But I consider the Fandom Menace just a group of passionate people who come together to, keep something that they absolutely love alive. They talk about things that are wrong, that are going, I can't hear myself. They talk about things that are like, going wrong in the current Disney Star Wars. And I don't think of it as toxic. I just think of it as, just a group of people who are incredibly passionate about a property. And it can be, Star Wars. It can also be Harry Potter. I mean, I don't really like what they're doing with the Fantastic Beasts movies.
Right. Right.
So it's not, to me, it's not just about one thing. It's mainly Star Wars because, that's what brought us all together. But, we do talk about other things. So I don't consider it a group of toxic people. It's just a group of really friendly people. I mean, I've met a lot of great people through, the Fandom Menace, through just, voicing my opinions and everything. And I think that everybody is just really welcoming, and everybody's willing to have a conversation if you're willing to have a conversation with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
So that's why I love this. I love,
because until we started kind of pandering to the more fringe elements of the fandom, and I don't mean to sound like I'm excluding them as part of the fandom, but when they were pandering to them and ignoring us, that was part of nerd culture, was the debates. I remember like in schools and people saying, are you, like for the Power Rangers, do you like the Red Ranger or the Green Ranger kind of a situation?
Yeah, totally. And now it's become, us versus them, but really it's just a bigger conversation of, just like you said, like the Power Rangers, who's better, the Red Ranger or the Green Ranger, Tommy or Jason, It's just a more elaborate version of that, but it's basically the same thing. And people, I think, are, blowing it way out of proportion when they start, calling other people sexist, misogynist, assholes, whatever you want to talk what is it, bad feminists, so.
Well, they opened this all up to a whole bunch of people who, and look, I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper here, okay? But when they decided to start pandering to hardcore leftists and crazy feminists and all of the diversity quotas that they put into this stuff, you brought in people who weren't prepared to have the conversation like geeks have been doing since geekdom began, right?
Yeah.
We've been fighting, bitching, fussing, and arguing with one another over shit since time immemorial, right? This has been going on for ages. And then they inserted politics into it. And we were still having the discussion as always, but now the discussion has shifted a bit. Like, hey, well, we didn't really want to talk about politics. We wanted to talk about the nerddom stuff, and they can't handle it. They cannot handle getting into the discussion, getting into the debate, and talking about this stuff. They just get butthurt. They lose their shit, and then they start calling you ists and isms rather than engaging with the conversation. Hey, I would prefer that politics not be what run my experience when it comes to engaging with this kind of culture. Like, I would really prefer for it to just be about the geekdom as it always has been. They got butthurt. Oh, you must be a right-wing Nazi. You sexist. Well, turns out I have a vagina. I don't really feel like I'm a sexist. Oh, well, you must be a racist. Oh, you must be a homophobe. Well, turns out a lot of people within this community are people of color, are people who are LGBTQ, are people who don't fit into their narrative. And so we just wanted to have the conversation. You got butthurt and started calling people like seriously bad names.
Yeah, I love that you say that, because you're absolutely right. We've been having conversations like this forever. And, the new people that are brought into the fandom, they're just not used to that. The people that they're trying to pander to, they're not used to having a conversation. And I can't remember where I read it, but they were saying that like, I'm so glad that, we have this safe space because, as a woman nerd, I was always picked on in the comic book store. Like, get out of here. No, you weren't.
No,
Right.
no, come on.
I'm sorry, I'm a comic book nerd, and every time we went into the stores, they were grateful to have the girls in there with them.
Right?
Yeah.
Like,
That was
like
You
I
like
had
us.
the same experience. Like, I've never been picked on. Everybody is more than willing to talk.
Mhm.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like basically making it out to be like the nerd culture was just a He-Man woman haters club the entire time, and I was
And it's never been
I
that.
was picked on by more girls. I was bullied by girls than
totally.
boys.
Oh yes,
Yeah.
girls
Oh, yeah.
bully you for being
Yeah.
a nerd
They're
every day.
fucking vicious,
Yes.
man.
Everything from being beaten, kicked, hair pulled, worms thrown in hair, and other stuff for being the nerd in the corner with books by girls.
all girls.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
all girls.
women
None of
are
the guys ever. Not one.
Mm-mm.
No,
Yeah.
it's terrible.
No.
Seriously, like when you go back and like, because seriously, I was the odd girl out too, right? Like I remember saying to my, not really my friends. I
David.
don't really have friends, but like as a female, I would look at the other girls and I'm like, do or do not. There is no try, and I'd sit there and chuckle at myself, and they'd be like, "What is wrong with you?"
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
Yeah, nobody would know. Like you what do you call it? Quote movies that you love, and they're just kind of like, so what was on Dawson's Creek last night?
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
Well, hell, I don't fit here at
Yeah.
all. But the guys were thrilled when you walked into the room. They were always ecstatic to see you. They made you feel like a fucking queen.
Mhm.
Yes, they were
I don't know.
always happy to have more girls in there because they didn't think there were enough girls there.
Yeah. They were always happy when you showed up. They were like, "Oh, look, boobs."
You know,
Oh, yes.
remember in Big Bang Theory, the first time Penny goes with the guys to the comic book store and like all the guys stop and turn. And look at her?
Yes. Yeah.
That was like
totally.
every time I went by myself, it was like not necessarily in like the naughty way, but all the guys were like, "There's a girl in here. What do we do?"
Yes. Yes. It was kind of cute. You know, it was kind of cute.
Like, hi, I'm just a kid. It's fine.
There's
I
so
never-
cute when they
I haven't been in like too many comic book stores because there aren't too many around where I live. But every time I've gone in, it's more or less like if you know what you're talking about, then like you basically automatically get their respect.
Yep.
Mhm.
And even if you
Yeah.
don't,
Yeah.
at least, and even if you don't, then like show a genuine interest in it, and they're
Yeah.
more than willing to say, "Okay,
Yeah.
here's a comic book you should start with," or if you like this, here's what you should start reading.
Yeah, they're just,
Totally. Yes, totally.
long as
They're
you're not-
more than willing to help you find what you're looking for, or introduce you to something new. Like when it comes to Batman, like I was looking for something new to read because I had pretty much read it all, and I went back in the comic book store like a couple months ago, and I was like, "What's new? Like, show me something different." And so they helped me find something, something that I hadn't seen. And so like everybody, they're just incredibly welcoming, and if you show some interest in it, then yeah,
Mhm.
they're gonna totally help you.
as long as you weren't one of like those little poser chicks who was like, "Oh, I think I'll bite the cord of this controller to a player thingy," and then I know.
Oh, yeah.
They'll pick up on those real quick.
Yeah.
Like, real quick. They will sniff you out. They will know. But as long as you're like, okay, yeah, I know a lot about this, or I don't know shit about this, or whatever, as long as you were genuine and sincere and authentic, they would either be genuinely helpful to you, or they would engage the conversation with you, and then they would treat you. And this was the thing that I appreciated most about it. They would treat you like they treated literally everybody else. They would shit talk you. They would make you feel like an asshole at times because that's what you do in geekdom.
Yes. Oh my gosh, it's my favorite part of geekdom.
Yes. The best part. And I always felt like, yeah, they shit talked me. They also shit talked the four guys over there that they were just talking to a little bit ago. What the heck am I supposed to be pissed off about? Equality?
No, it's every time I see articles like that where it's basically like hatred of women online or anything geared against women, like in the gaming community, I'm like, my brothers and I shit talked each other every time we played a game.
Yes.
It's like it's like with
visceral.
it's
Visceral stuff we say to each other. Visceral.
Yeah, it's like basically sports. It's like as with sports, gaming is like you're going to shit talk the people because you like say playing Mario Kart. You want to win. You're going to, so you're just like
If you weren't bitches on Mario Kart, you were not playing,
I
right?
was a bitch on Mario Kart for real.
okay, just like a personal story. I would play a Soul Calibur a lot.
Oh, girl.
Yes, with my one little brother, and Ivy is my girl. Ivy is like my go-to character when I play that game, and his sort of go-to character is Raphael. And Raphael, if you guys don't know the game, has this rapier move where he just like hits you really quickly. And he was doing that to me. I couldn't get my bearing on the character, so my character's dying.
Yep.
So I kind of shifted in my chair and I kicked the back of his chair and almost knocked the chair over. Because I was like, you little dick.
It's one of the reasons I like Raphael, though. That's one of the reasons I like to play Raphael. I like to play Talum, Sophia, and Raphael. Those are my three. Although Talum's my main. But yeah, I like playing Raphael because he'll stick your ass in a corner and you're not getting out.
You know, no, you're not. Yeah. And he discovered that move, and as soon as he discovered that move, I was like, fun.
So now I know how to piss Mara off in Soul Calibur.
Well, at least for me to kick that here.
The culture, when did we start losing that? You're the outskirts of the outskirts now. We actually have the ability to tease each other and have a sense of humor and not be a fucking baby about everything.
Yeah. It's the crying and the whining that pisses me off more than anything. The woe is me, I'm a whammon, and I have to just somebody baby me because I'm a whammon and I feel so mistreated. Bitch, you ain't a geek, you ain't a nerd. If you were a geek or a nerd, then you would get engaged in this stuff and you would handle the shit talking. Lethal shit talking in chat right now. Suck a big one, man. Whatever. That's how this goes.
This is the one you gave on my screen. Look at me like, go to bed, woman.
Yeah.
Stop whining and crying and get your ass together.
Yep. What do you think, Christie? Because you've been kind of like, we've been kind of talking.
Well, it's always different because I love just geekdom, but I'm always loved to hear people more talking. I had a little sister. We would geek out about the Power Rangers and who is the yellow and who is the pink, or
I was always the pink.
I was always the Yellow Ranger.
Life.
I was pissed off there wasn't a purple.
That too. But then, as you grow older, I still dabbled on the whole geek stuff. But at the same time, where y'all talked about like you would get beat up on and stuff like that, me not so much, because I gave as good as I got. I've only ever been in one fight, truly, and I sent her to the hospital. So. I've been someone who from a very young age, I just don't deal with bullshit, whether that's in my personal life, work life, even communities like this and stuff like that. I don't like being around people who aren't genuine. Mm-hmm. And what you mentioned earlier, but like the whole, like ladies of the Fandom Menace, or if you're adjacent or something like that. I am a fan of different fandoms. I know people that, I don't want to say Fandom Menace adjacent, but that's what kind of seems like in a way. Mm-hmm. But I know people who are like the War Campaign, Comicsgate, and stuff like that. There's a lot of people I don't agree with at all. I will send them a message. I was like, F you very much. That's not how I like talking about that. Mm-hmm. But at the same time, going back to the shit talk and everything like that. And I'm very much a fantasy novel person. I am waiting on freaking Winds of Winter from George R.R. Martin, okay? I've been waiting on that damn book for 10 years.
Oh my God, preach.
And because I'm 37 and I read the first book back in 95, 96. And I was just like, I shouldn't be reading this book, but it's just so amazing. It's called Game of Thrones, but the first book is called A Game of Thrones. Mm-hmm. And I was just like, this is fascinating. And I just kept buying them and buying them and buying them. And but I still, like what Steph said, I would still watch Dawson's Creek and still talk about fantasy. I tried to get told the Dungeons and Dragons thing, but I'm just like, I don't know about this. This is
girl, you don't even know. Girl.
I don't know about this.
Hold on.
Mary will show you.
Shit, the book's blue. D&D, I straight up have created more characters than I know how to count. This shit is so fun. I just finished making a sorcerer. We're playing 3.5. Oh my God, it is so fun. Hold up. Oh shit, where's my freaking
I gotta finish the backstory for my character, but yeah, I'm a cleric.
Yes. Yeah. Okay. Her name is Olivia Westminster. That's right. Westminster. Yes. Westminster. Okay. She has a sultry voice. Mm-hmm.
So speaking of sultry voice, when you're describing her.
She dresses alluringly. She is very buxom, which means she got some boobs. Okay? She's boobage. She's good-humored and emotional, raises her eyebrows a lot. She's also wealthy. It is fun. It is so fun to transplant yourself from the reality that you live in into a whole different person, right? You get to engage and engage the world around you. Go on an adventure. We're going on an adventure.
We're going on an adventure.
I got my notes here for my character, my stats and everything. I am I'm an elf. So I'm a busty elf with a commanding voice, and I'm athletically built. I pace and I flex. I'm blunt, stubborn, and upright. That's like my basis.
So basically you.
So much fun. No. But here's the thing.
That's her.
You get to be a badass in D&D, right?
Yeah.
Like you get to be a complete badass, and you get to let go of your inhibitions to some extent. You think that hot guy over at the end of the bar is winking at you in D&D. Well, let's go, buddy.
It's like almost the ultimate role playing, and you can do it across. Like you don't have to be in the same locality because Mary's in Kentucky. I'm up here in the Northeast. Miss is in Central. Stieg is all the way in Norway. So he's DMing it. Who's, by the way, evil. I'm scared to know what he's going to have in store for us.
You don't even have to play a female. My last character's his name was Tristan. Okay, this is Tristan. He was a male manhole. He was a man-whore, and he was all over the place. He had the French Cinq Pepe La Pew. Okay, that was Tristan. Okay, a ladies' man, multiple three-ways all the time, all the ladies. It was wonderful.
What's so funny though is was it a BuzzFeed type thing where it was women talking about Dungeons and Dragons and how they can finally say that they played and stuff like that. I remember back in 89, 90 watching my cousins and them play it. Again, I was never interested, but I still sat there and because their imaginations would go and they created some of the weirdest characters. I mean, like Sunshine Sprinkle. It was weird, but it was theirs. And that I know it was a BuzzFeed. I just don't know what it was. And I'm just like, I looked at that and I was like, bitch, are you serious? I remember doing that. She's talking about this article was in 2008 or 2018. That's damn near 20, 30 years ago. And I still remember that stuff way before the internet and stuff like that.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons got really popular.
90s, I was very much D&D. I'm very much into DC Heroes and Universe, which back then was the actual book version like D&D, where you actually create your own superheroes and played them out and stuff. I played those things all the freaking time. I was always the villains. I don't know why that was.
You played evil campaigns?
Oh, always.
Those suck. I'm sorry. No offense. You do you, honey boo. But evil campaigns you always wind up dying. You always
ended up killing everybody else.
I straight up hate evil campaigns. I don't even play them. But to each his own. You can.
I've always loved playing villains and everything.
But they're really strict though. Evil campaigns, you're like all like I like a nice chaotic neutral, guys. Okay. I like to go run around and do my damn thing. So if I'm feeling like being an asshole today, I can be an asshole. But if I want to go save that whole orphanage full of children, well, I'll be darned if they aren't adorable, and I'm gonna get right to it. Okay, I want to do whatever the hell I want to do. I like a nice chaotic neutral.
That is, I get what you're saying there, absolutely. And lethal, you're shameless, and you're also very slow because I've even pointed it out to you like 6 times.
He is slow.
He's now noticing the shirt that I've pointed out to him like 6 times. It's the one from his shop.
Y'all suck.
We play the D&D, Mary. We play the Star Wars version of it. What I love about it is the creating characters. Like the DM can set up the stories all he wants, but basically, it's the decisions we make that kind of influences the story more. So it's like, for example, when Proper's character decided to not come up the trap door, but to go back down into the sewer, and we're standing there with in the Star Wars one with bowcasters to the back of our head. And Stig has to come up with okay, well, you're going back down into methane gas. It's like, how do I keep you alive?
Flexing our buttocks.
He's way too nice and so
Dude, stupid shit happens. Like you accidentally slaughter a town. Whoopsie.
I like how you. Oops, 1 minute they're there, and the next they're gone. Oopsie.
I don't know what happened. I read.
Sorry, I lost control of those comments.
Oh God! Like our first D&D campaign that where we had to escape was just every
People get peed on.
yeah.
Like,
Oh god.
Oh man.
Like just to give you a little bit of a explanation. There is like Stieg decided that he was going to be a somewhat of a jackass because his character was a druid, so he could change into animal forms, and he changed into a wolf to help guard overnight. And he decided to be a jackass and say that his character was going to pee on Mrs. character.
yeah, and then he did it.
And he had to roll to see how good his aim was. And he rolled a 1. So it means the pee got all over her.
Oh no.
So that's what I love about all the whole, not just D&D, but the whole nerd culture is like, and that's part of it, is that you have these conversations with people, and it's like you're almost bonding in a way with them.
Yes.
It's almost like the Steph Brothers scene where it's like, we're best friends now? Yep.
Yeah. I think, did we just become best friends?
It's exactly like
That's
that.
what drew me into this community, though. Is I accidentally stumbled into all of it. I didn't even know it existed. I've been dealing with life and medical, and then I stumbled into a video of Anna painting Yoda.
Mm-hmm.
And from there, I just suddenly start finding everybody, and everybody was so freaking nice to me all the way.
That's actually a really good point, is that people you need to take the shit talking with a grain of salt, right? Because if you get past the shit talking, because we do a lot of that, right? We do a lot of that.
We do fucking tons of it in this community.
Right? Like
Fucking
that's fun.
tons.
But if you can get past the shit talking, you also start to realize that these are some of the best people. We're ride or die kind of people. Right?
Yeah.
We're in your corner. We have your back. Touch my people and I will rip your face off, right? Like that's just the
clog, just shred.
Within geekdom, we remember being bullied. We remember being ostracized and outcast from the normal cool kids, right? We remember that.
Mm-hmm.
We were the weirdos. We were the geeks. We were the ones who we had a small select group of friends, and that was what we had. And those were the people who we loved. And so we clung to them tighter than anything. And when you get into a group or a community of those kind of people, those people who've had all those shared sort of similar experiences, you will find that those people are ride or die, will have your back. And yeah, we will absolutely have your back all day, every day. Yeah, that's why we're a little bit vicious sometimes. You came after my friends. You came after my friends. Rip your face off.
Fucking bitch if anybody says shit to anybody in this community. And most everybody who knows my tweets and my comments and my videos knows that if you say something mean about any of my buddies here in the community, I will go visceral as fuck on you.
I have no idea what
In a heartbeat.
Is she breaking up for anybody else?
Yeah, you're breaking up a little bit.
Yeah.
I know. I heard Twitter and that if you post something and you're a ride or die, basically. That's what I got from that.
Visceral as hell, I will shred the fuck out of you if you mess with my friends.
Yeah. Well,
that's why I stand with this community.
And the females are worse, I think, even than the men in this community.
Yes, they are. Yeah,
yes, we are.
That's because by nature, women are more protective, nurturing that in that way than men are. Like men will protect you, but they like want to die for it. Like they want to get into a fight to protect you. You, as ladies, will in general, as women. Sorry, guys. I think we're built differently.
I mean, like, I have a.
We're vicious.
There's that sort of mama bear instinct that comes out in a female. When
That's what I was going to say.
That's what I was trying to think of, mama bear.
Yeah, but that mama bear instinct that comes out when you fuck with my family, I will fuck your face, right? Like I will rip your face off. And so the women in the community are pretty, and we tend to be, because like I said, we had the shared experiences or whatever. You fuck with our men. That's it, right? Like these are our men, and we will absolutely protect them. We will absolutely be there. We will stand up for them. We will defend them because we know these people. We know these people. We did something we never bothered to do. We got to know these people.
Exactly.
They're not just avatars and being online. Like we are talking to each other. That's what we do. I know you guys are real people. I can see you. You know, you've seen me before. texted and chatted on each other's DMs and had a stream just for shits and giggles and all kinds of things just so we can get to know each other. That's the difference. Is all these other online communities, they just stay online. They don't go to meetups. They don't see each other at cons. They don't go, hey, you're going to Star Wars Celebration? So am I. Oh my God, let's go have dinner. Or whatever.
Yeah.
That's the difference. Whereas I bet you 99% of like Raylos and the new fandoms and the new people coming in, the new generation have never met before.
Yeah, well, and I
they're
see them ride or die have each other's back like that. Seriously, they turn on each other.
They turn on each other.
they turn on each other so quick.
Yeah, they eat their own.
Yeah.
Like, as soon as one steps out of line, like he or she is done for with that community.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, I don't mind the whole Raylo stuff. I think it's weird as hell. And I'm not
Raylo.
But
weird.
It's fucking weird. But at the same time, that's you do you, and I'm gonna just do over here. But when you start attacking and stuff like that, that's when I have an issue. And that's the whole thing. Is if you poke a bear so much,
you're gonna get.
Don't be surprised when you get eaten. That's my only thing. And everything goes like everything is Twitter.
That's the problem I have is they like
see, and for them everything is I'm sorry.
Well, they continuously want to basically poke the bear, as you say, and it's like, and then they try to cry victim whenever we fight back.
Yep.
Yeah.
And that's where I got to a point where it's like whatever damns I had to give are no more.
Yeah. I block anything on Twitter now. I don't have time for the shit because not trying to bring up drama or anything like that, but like somebody had said something, well, this content creator that we all know said something to me. And I was like, okay, if he said it on Twitter, blast him out on Twitter because I follow this person. If that is true, I don't want to be associated with that person at all. Guess what I got in my DMs? Pictures of dicks.
Oh,
that's what I got.
Yeah.
I walked through. I got so many nasty messages. It was unreal. And it wasn't fandom guys. It was strange people that filed my pages.
Look, these same people are the ones who will show up in your chat. Look, and this is me speaking from experience here, right? They're the same people who will show up in your chat, who will talk about shoving a cock up you, who will then show up in your DMs and chase you down and harass you. So you have to close your DMs. You have to block them.
Yes.
You have to actually put up barricades against these people. You don't. And look, for the most part, we don't go out searching for this shit, right? I'm not saying
I don't.
There are certainly a few out there who do, and I'm not endorsing their behavior, but for the most part, what I've come to find is that they engage us. They start it, right? Don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. But don't expect us to back down. Don't expect us to be doormats for you to walk all over. Yes, if you start shit, I will fucking end it. But that's because you started it.
You know, I love the hypocrisy in that type of group too, because they're always like, oh my gosh, women's rights. Oh my gosh, you're so misogynistic. And then they come to us in our DMs or even in, our live Twitter feed. They're just like, sit on my face or completely just disrespecting 100%. And it's like, so tell me again, what's your opinion?
But difference between us and them, and this is I think the mark of a freaking human being who understands what nuance is. The difference between us and those freaking feminazis is that we recognize that the actions of one man does not represent all men, right? We recognize that there are a few asshats out there who are doing some shit.
Exactly.
That is their responsibility. That doesn't make it all of these wonderful men within this community's responsibility. That doesn't make them all sexists or misogynists. Sure, Mitchell's a sexist, but he's lovable. You like him anyway. You know?
And you know damn well that if that comes to real life, walking down the street, your friends or the family, damn well half of them won't say shit what they say online.
Oh yeah,
and
exactly.
that exactly.
And I love that they're the keyboard warriors, the Raylos, or that whole thing. They're just they're all about the clicks. They're all about the likes. And if they don't get enough, they just complain in order to get more clicks.
Yep, and they're not
likes.
real fans. I'm sorry, but they're not real fans. Don't look. I'm not trying to be a gatekeeper here, but you don't give a shit about this stuff.
Yeah.
No, you clearly don't care about this stuff, because if you did, you would understand what the hell's going on when we get into these debates and stuff. And this was a while back, right? But I had this back and forth about an anime called Death Note with Lethal in KOTOR. And this was a while ago, but we went back and forth on it. We were shit talking the hell out of each other. And you think that matters? Do you think that matters? At the end of the day, I know who he is. He's a good person, and we don't have to agree. I actually don't disagree with him. I was more devil's advocating, but I'll do that again, right? All day, every day, right? Talking the hell out of each other. And it's fun. It's fucking fun. If you were a real fan, you would understand this shit.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
But I was visceral, because when I say I locked it, I had at the time, I wasn't hardly streaming. I was traveling, dealing with stuff. My avatar at the time was me leaned up against my husband in our engagement photos. And I was getting messages from people about wanting to hump my chest and mouth.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah.
Damn.
That's charming. Really charming and respectful from somebody whose page is blasted all about being a loyal wife, right?
Yeah, that's crazy.
But the thing is even though they come at us, I think we as women have begun to understand, or at least real women. Look, I'm sorry, but if you can't understand that life's a shit show sometimes, understand that each gender brings with it its own set of issues, right? Women are going to have to deal with some asshats out there who say some sexually charged shit. Men die on jobs more often.
Now, I was a carpenter, so I came in that range too. So
remember that Gillette commercial where it's, like the guy's like the woman's walking down the sidewalk and the guy's checking her out, and he starts to leave as if he's going to start talking to her, and he has his friend step in and say, like, no kind of situation.
Yeah, whoa, bro, not cool, bro, not cool, bro.
Oh, yeah.
What's me off about that is that they're basically taking the choice away from us women.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, maybe I want someone to hold the damn
Choice
door.
to say,
I love it when people hold the door for me.
okay, we're not smart enough to figure that out for ourselves. So they have to police themselves.
Yeah,
it's like how are these women supporting that commercial?
Straight up hold me down. Unless you're going to do some straight up holding me down and violating me in that kind of way, I have an option. It's called walking away.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not trying to make excuses for it here. I'm really not making excuses for the men who do that kind of shit, because if you do that kind of shit, you're an asshole. You probably shouldn't do it. But it didn't hurt me. They're just fucking words.
I just locked the box and laughed at them. I showed the messages to my husband and we laughed at them.
Yep.
They're just fucking words. I can walk away.
Look at this little loser. That's it.
So I don't know, man. It just blows my mind, the shit that they get in a tizzy over. Like there are just things that I'm not justifying bullshit behavior. I'm really not. I'm not justifying it. There are assholes out there, but painting every male out there with that kind of a brush and calling them all toxic and calling them all assholes and misogynist, just because there are a few assholes out there who do some shit that maybe you'd prefer they didn't do from time to time, does not make them all misogynists and rapists. You fucking psychos.
Thank you.
No.
And you know what? The fact is, it's actually significantly quite a large percentage of, assault and abuse and rape is done by women to men too. It's actually not as little as a percent as people think. Well, those guys aren't supposed to be counted because they don't count.
Are you talking about in jail?
That hurts the narrative. I'm talking about in general. Because the problem is that those cases rarely actually are convicted because women don't do that. That's the narrative. Women don't do that.
Women aren't scared to come forward when they've been violated and get some measure of justice. It terrifies men because then how will they be labeled?
Yeah.
Men are afraid to come forward, which is why male victims of that stuff are a lot more likely to commit suicide.
Deep talk. But it's true. It is true. Men commit suicide way more than women do. And that's something I think that they're happy to sweep under the rug. They're happy to ignore because, my vagina, right? Women have been perceived as victims for so long. Never mind that equality is firmly in place, right? Equality is firmly in place. I'm sorry, but I have never once felt like I was being oppressed in any way, shape, or form, and as though I had no avenue or route to pursue to correct it. right? There are things in place to help you if you are a female and you are being mistreated. Men don't typically have that shit in place.
There are over 30,000 shelters in this country that help abuse and rape victims. There are 2 that will take male.
That's insane.
Yep. That's bananas to me.
That's insane.
2.
Never mind.
Yeah.
Never mind.
It's
the fuck out of here. Fucking
and I got
lethal.
basically attacked by like a bunch of pillars of tolerance when I retweeted someone because she was poking fun at I mean, like, I don't feel one way or another about these men's rights activists, like their positions, but she was basically making it seem like we shouldn't be listening to them about caring about male suicide and things like that. And I pointed out the facts. More men, more women may attempt suicide, but more men, for want of a better word, succeed at it.
And how do you classify it?
Maybe it's time we do listen to them and not basically say, well, you're just a man, I don't care about your opinion, which is what a lot of these so-called feminists do. And I say so-called because a real feminist believe, if it's so supposedly a belief in equality of the sexes, then why are you putting the men down?
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you.
Why I'm used to the nerd culture is that we don't put each other down.
Yeah.
I'm just going to be real talk here for a second, and I'll say it, and you don't have to like it. You don't have to agree with me, and that's fine. And that's absolutely fine, but I will just say it. More women attempt suicide. What classifies as a suicide attempt? I'm sorry. And I love you women on this panel, and I don't believe this of any of you here. So let me put that little disclaimer out there first, right? Mainly because you're all badass bitches. But women typically tend to be more needy and tend to seek attention more than males do. And one method of doing that, one method of getting that attention is to attempt suicide, right? It's, and I'm not saying this of all situations, I'm not saying this of all cases, but I am saying that you can't, as a person who's sitting there running the numbers and trying to sort out what's real and what's fake, you can't just disavow this one, because she slit her wrists the wrong way, right? Well, how do you know whether or not she knew whether or not it would work? You don't know. For the superficial attempts are out there. They do happen, and women tend to do them more than men. I'm just saying.
Well, it's just like, what's the number one thing that women do to stay in a relationship and to get the guy to stay with her and all that stuff? I'm pregnant.
I'm pregnant.
And then they get
I
married
have
or whatever.
never used that
my
excuse.
baby. Oh my god.
Yeah, and let's talk about the ones who, that actually do and fake these things for attention, because it's just like the people who fake rape claims. It's just like the people who make up these things. They are hurting the actual people who are going through it, the actual victims, those who are really in that position. And believe me, I have experience in dealing with that position. It's not something you make light of.
No, it is something you make light of, and it pisses people off. And I'm sorry, but I've had an opportunity to engage with real victims and understand that, honestly, women who come through that shit tend to be way stronger, not more fragile.
Speaking of, I'm going to be real personal and try not to cry. My cousin was accused of that, and he's married, had a great job, and he was accused of that, and he lost everything. He divorced his wife. He lost his kids. So it's hard, because as a woman, you want to be like, oh my God, are you okay? You got hurt. Is there anything you can do? But it's hard for me now after that situation. Well, is she a cry wolf? And I hate to say that.
Because there's a lot of them these days.
Yeah.
Because it sucks. I mean, he spent 20 years at a great job, and one accusation, just one, from a female coworker who worked under him, he lost everything. He lost that job. He lost the house. He's living in a 1-bedroom apartment right now down the street from me.
Church member go through the same stuff. Accusation after 30 years of being a therapist, and even after they proved she wasn't even in the state when she accused him. He still destroyed his career. They never reinstated his license. It destroyed his family. It actually cost his wife her job. He lost his home. Even though it was proven she made it all up and wasn't even in the state when she said it.
That's awful.
I had a hard time making out what you were saying there. It was really... Was I the only one who she was breaking up for?
I'm sorry.
No,
I'm
sorry, Rosetta.
having issues.
No, that was that hotel Wi-Fi, y'all. No, it's a joke, man. So
It shouldn't be. This is not a cheap hotel.
this is bullshit.
Shit.
Yep, just an accusation.
Lethal's mad about our topic. Sorry, Lethal.
Yeah.
Oh, poor Lethal.
Yeah. Well, we will kind of get back and talking about nerd culture, but it's like
Yeah.
part of it you can't help talking about this because like I said, I was bullied by more women growing up for being a nerd than guys, and now you're seeing this influx of identity politics, which brings with it some form of feminist or third wave feminist agenda. I don't have an issue necessarily with old school feminists because they at least understand that it's the true nature of equality of the sexes and things like that. But then you had the ones coming in, the more pervasive ones in our society that feel like to elevate women is to bring men down, and those men are the guys in our fandoms.
Yep.
The
That
ones
was my
just want to go about their daily lives, talk about comic books, talk about whatever shows they watch, talk about whatever movies they watch.
Talk about how above average their peens are.
Exactly.
not that you're pointing anybody out specifically in that comment.
That's so old.
It's like
my above average.
Somebody who wears pre-ripped mom jeans, maybe you were talking about?
and he's like, and they're put down just because they're men, and that's where our mama bear instincts come out. Like, I'm a military vet, that's where my wingman instincts come out, and I'm like, you mess with my friends, I'm coming after you.
Yep.
You harass my friends, then you are going to be prepared to take on every one of us.
Yep.
Because we don't throw anyone to the wolves. We know that they can handle themselves. We know we all can handle ourselves. But we're not going to leave one person to handle the mob coming after them.
Well, not only that, it's when they get slapped with these things that it's hard for them to fight against, right? It's really hard for a man to fight against the accusation of misogyny or sexism, right? That's not something he's equipped to deal with in this world, and they know that. That's why they do it.
Yeah,
that's the whole reason that they do it. Because what defense could they possibly have, right? So that's where we come in as women to sort of come right in on as little white knights, if you will, right? Like time for the women to come in and right in and go, okay, yeah, but I know better. And since this is the route you're going to take, since sexism is the route you chose to take, then come at me, catch these. All right, catch these hands.
I saw a guy.
And a lot of times they'll either be quiet, they'll just stop talking, or they'll be like, "Oh, you're just coming in because you want that person."
Oh, right, yeah, no.
One thing, it's screw up, internalized misogyny, or they block you.
Yeah. That's what happened to me the other day with the guy I was dealing with. He ghosted me. He just stopped responding, and I was like, "Oh, I'm sorry. Did I win this war? I did."
One of the reasons why I love the fact that there are so many hot chicks in the Fandom Menace, despite the fact that so few of them are freaking gay or bi. I'm sorry, that's bullshit. But anyway,
Mary, I told you.
No,
orange one.
I will tell you.
One of the reasons why I love the fact that there are so many attractive women within this community is because that whole nonsense about, oh, well, you're just trying to get laid by a bunch of guys. Sweetheart, do I look like I'm having an issue getting laid?
Yeah, right. How dare you assume that?
I know.
Hell no.
I think
I got asked on 3 dates last night. What the hell are you talking about?
So be
Like,
to watch what I got.
one of the questions I
gotta
have
point
for
out,
all of you is, what exactly are you into as far as the nerd culture? Like, me personally, I'm Star Wars, DC, a little bit of Marvel, but that's my primary.
That's same for me.
More mythology, Lord of the Rings stuff. Definitely
Lord of the
Star
Rings,
Trek, more there.
Oh, yeah, that's good.
Star Wars is always a given. God, the list. Oh God, the list is long. I'll just stick to the basics that I just gave you.
I will add.
So Star Wars, Star Wars, DC. I mean, Batman and Joker. They're my bays. I love them.
I will fight you for Batman.
Batman and Joker are bae. Yes. The Walking Dead. Oh my God, I'm gonna miss that comic so much.
Oh, the comic. Okay.
Oh, yes. I watched the show too, Christie. I still watch the show. But the comic, I'm gonna miss the comic so much. I was so into The Walking Dead. And you know, basically anything DC. Like I'll give anything DC a shot. Like even the CW shows. I love a lot of the CW shows. But some of them they're not very good. But I'll still watch them. You know.
That's Trace. I love Trace. Sorry, I freaking love Trace. He's amazing.
Yep.
I'm just now getting into the Star Wars EU, and I'm learning more about like the Lord of the Rings, just because I got all the extended ones, and so I'm watching them more. But I never really got into them.
Oh, like Lord of the Rings.
Read the books.
Lord of the Rings.
Yeah, I never got into the books.
Oh, so that was me. I was the book nerd as a kid. So I
Me too.
read the Hobbit, Lord of the Rings stuff and all that stuff when I was like 7.
I keep trying. I own the Lord of the Rings novels, and I keep trying to read them. And for whatever reason, my brain just is not. I was talking in one of our group chats about this. My brain just does not process them. I can't. I don't know why. It's not the first. I read what language is
style
weird.
of literature.
I got nothing in that.
So
keep trying, guys.
I'm basically Star Wars big Potterhead. Love it.
I'm a huge Potterhead too. Harry Potter all the way. Love it.
Steph,
Yes.
you have a parody?
I love that.
Let's make this clear, though. It's the book, not the movies.
Loved
The
D&D.
books. Yeah, the books are fantastic.
Grew up on the Star Wars, loved Lord of the Rings, big into Harry Potter, D&D. Batman was a big thing. Batman and X-Men were my two big shows that I watched as kids. Spider-Man, I watched Spider-Man a lot. Also huge. I like anime. I like selective anime, depending on the anime.
Anime.
My crowning achievement, I'm a cosplayer. So, like, we all have our different stuff that we get into, and geekdom is so massive. It's just so massive that you find little pockets, and you socialize where you fit and where you work. And a lot of times it'll overlap, and then you'll find different things that you're not necessarily on the same page with other people. But we also understand geekdom is pretty much the same all over. Star Wars may be a little more severe than some of the other stuff, but geekdom is pretty much the same all across the board. You shit talk one another. You talk it out. You talk this shit out, right? That's what we enjoy. We'll sit there and have the conversations over and over again, and it's no matter what it is. If it's cosplay, talking about techniques, about how you work your EVA foam, or if you're talking about, like, I'm not the comics girl or whatever, but you'll get into that lore stuff, or the same with Star Wars, or Potterheads.
Star Trek for me. I will go into the different Trekkies, Trekkers, and the different shows and all that stuff easily.
Like, you're a Potterhead and you're like, oh, you're a Hufflepuff? Oh, you're a good finder. Fuck off. Like,
I'm a Hufflepuff, can confirm.
Yeah, it just depends.
I read the books, but I never really got into the whole Harry Potter series.
Oh, I loved the books. The movies, I really loved the first, second, and third movie. The third one in particular, because they started some new visual stuff.
Yes.
But then the further you go along, they get further and further away from the books.
Azkaban is my favorite book. That is the hill I will die on in the Potter world, and I'm sure I'm alone in that, but whatever.
So,
and the third movie came out, and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I didn't mind it.
Entire thing. And they botched the whole scene in the Whomping Willow with Sirius Black. Like, that's the
yeah.
I have a question.
Right?
Yeah.
Did any of you read the Twilight books?
Yeah, I
Be
did.
honest.
No.
Okay.
Yes,
I did.
Fuck no.
No,
I did.
I did not.
I hated that book, but I did.
Guilty
Guilty.
charged.
I saw the first.
I had
movie.
zero interest in that.
I saw the first movie, and
Me too.
get this. Who recommended it to me? 2 male Marines.
No way.
What? Why?
Yeah, what? And I don't know. And because at the time, I had been talking to someone, and I had grown up loving vampire lore and things like that.
That's why I got my
Twilight is for posers.
The guy in Afghanistan, a Marine, said, like, if you love vampires, you'll love Twilight. So I bought a big copy.
Vampires, they're sparkly little fairies.
Okay.
If you love vampires, you will love the new Dracula. Is it 3-episode series on Netflix?
I need to start watching that. I need to start watching that. But I watched this movie, and like I said, like another guy who enlisted at my base. I was Air Force Air National Guard. And he was a former Marine. Also recommended it to me, and I watched this film. I bought it bootleg in Afghanistan because that was the only way I was able to watch movies. And I'm watching this thing going, and the scene where he sparkles. I was like, "What the shit is this?"
His face too. He's like
Fairies. They're sparkling fairies. They just need to start saying fabulous already.
And then
I agree. I met with Steph. I have the first book. I have the first book and I watched the first movie. Okay, here's the thing. Oh my God.
Nope.
Oh. 50 Shades of Shade.
Do it, ABC.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
But so I read the book. I read the book first. When it comes to movie adaptations of books, I'm a purist. If I read something that is in that book, it damn well better be in the movie. So I watched the movie. I was like, wait, that's not right. That's not right. That's not right. That's not right. And everything. And I was just like, and the same thing, like, My Sister's Keeper. Have you ever read that book? The book, not the movie.
Yeah.
You saw the movie?
I saw the movie.
So in the movie, you know how the older sister dies?
Mm-hmm.
In the book, it's the younger sister that dies.
Yes. Yep. They switched
You know what
it.
pissed me off in freaking in the Triwizard Tournament where Harry Potter was going to get the gillyweed, and that was fucking Dobby who gave it to him. Where's Dobby?
The only good thing about the movie, the fourth movie, is when they actually get to the maze. That's the only good part of that movie. That was nailed. And then 5 was okay. Deathly Hallows was pretty spot on. And then not Deathly Hallows, Half-Blood Prince was pretty spot on. Then they totally botched Deathly Hallows by giving Voldemort that stupid piece of crap death. I was so hot. I was like, I hate this movie.
Yeah, Voldemort's death was
Kick his ass.
so bad.
It was very
So bad. So my friend got me into so my best friend got me. She was a total twihard. And she was like, come and see this movie. Or no. She watched the first movie on her own. And then she's like, you have to watch it. Borrow my movie. Just take it and watch it. So I was like, okay. Oh, man. I could barely get through that movie. But she wanted me to watch it because she wanted me to go see New Moon with her. Like, she knew. She's like, you're going to love it. You love all these other things. You'll love Twilight.
Because my vagina.
And so I was like, okay, fine. So I went and saw the second movie. And I was like, well, what happens? And she's like, well, all the books are out. So I'm a completionist. I need to know what happens next. So I was like, okay, I just want to see what happens next. That way I don't have to watch these movies. So that's when I started reading all the books. And I was just like, God, these are hard to get through. My God. But yeah, she dragged me along to everything.
So my niece is 12. She was born in 2008 when the first movie came out. For her 10th birthday. Christie, give me the Twilight stuff. So I got her the books, I got her the movies and everything. A year and a half later, guess who owns the books and the movies now? Me. So if you want a book or a movie, please let me know. So yeah.
So now 50 Shades of Grey was Twilight fan fiction made real. Did anybody read it?
No.
I tried to read it. I got about 5 pages in and it was done. She's not a good writer in general. Like, it reads like fan fiction.
It reads like, oh my God, it's horrible.
Mighty Wolf, this is not a sex toy.
It's a wand.
This is Luna Lovegood. Okay.
Luna.
Yes,
Ooh, hold on.
I'm a Ravenclaw. Okay. And yes, I have a wand. I actually have the Elder Wand packed away in my stuff in the house. But yes, freaking nerds have wands. Geeks have wands. We have shit, right? We just get shit from the stuff that we love. Oh, I know that. Fuck, I want it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what happens. That's just what happens. If I had it my way, I would own Neville's as well. Because that's my boy. I love Neville. Even though I was a little salty that freaking Dobby wound up, because Dobby was the one who gave him the fucking gillyweed. That pissed me off so bad. I love Neville, but
and that's like another thing I think about nerds, that the way we can tell, like, those who are just
girl, she got Voldemort's wand.
I do, girl. I'm a Slytherin all the way, girl.
That's another thing we can tell, like, about nerds and nerds and posers in that we nerds are actually the ones that go out and collect the stuff that's part of the fandom.
That's right. We got shit. We got walls of that shit. And we know what's what when we see it, right? Like Ravenclaws are nerds, merry nerds. What was it? Okay, yeah, I'm a Ravenclaw because I'm sorry, but wit beyond measure. Yeah. That is man's greatest treasure, bitch. Well, so Tugs is a Hufflepuff.
Yep.
You proud of that?
Cuddly until you piss me off and I go, "Oh, honey badger, you don't care on your ass." I used to be, when Pottermore first got started, the website Pottermore, way back in the day. They pretty much you were either a Slytherin or a Gryffindor. There really wasn't a whole lot of other options that just put you in one of those two for the most part. Yeah. Unless you really answered the questions like super weirdly. So I was been a Gryffindor for forever. Well, when Fantastic Beasts came out, they revamped the whole website and redid and updated things and whatever. So it made me take the test again, and it put me in Hufflepuff, and I was like, God damn it. Then I thought about it, and I was like, no, that's about right, actually. Our house is near the kitchen, and I love food. Badgers are good too, until you piss them off, and then they get all rabies on you. And yeah, no, that's about right, yeah. It makes total sense.
I love it. I love it. I love it.
All right, Miss Mara, I have to go to another live stream. So it's been fantastic going with you ladies. Thank you so much for inviting me.
Oh, you're welcome.
All right. Bye, ladies. Have fun. And don't forget, always support that toxic masculinity.
Oh, yeah.
Always support it.
I mean, some of that toxic masculinity. I like it.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
A lot. It's delicious. It's fucking delicious. Sorry.
Just to hear you say that.
Lethal wants in.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, what? He wants it on the girl stream.
He wants in on the girl stream.
Yay!
I'm gonna let him in, and then we're gonna just basically dogpile on him. How about that?
He's gonna love it.
He's gonna like it. That's
Yeah,
how he's told. So whatever. And
I know
quit
he's
giving
gonna
me
like it.
shit about the book club. I'm busy as hell. You quit D&D, so I don't want to hear it. Just saying.
So that Washington Post article, I found the tweet about it from the woman who wrote it, and her researcher that did all the research has blocked me, which I find
Which one? What post?
The Washington Post.
The one talking smack about the Fandom Menace. Mm-hmm. Didn't they literally say in it something about it's basically ran by white males?
Pretty much.
I did not read it.
I haven't read it yet. Yeah.
Oh God.
Send it to me, Tugs.
Fuck them Wookiees.
Did somebody just declare himself a woman?
Yeah.
I'm gonna put a wig on that shit.
I was level 6, 8. I count 10 boobs.
Yeah, there's a lot of boobs.
Yeah.
What do you want?
Yeah.
How can we help you?
Wow, so much for an inclusive community.
How can we help you?
What are you
saying?
and why aren't we interested?
You pick on the opposite sex, you pick on a foreigner, you people are downright horrible.
Oh my God.
Each other too.
You can't even focus with that accent, Lisa.
I know.
Yeah.
Dang it, get it out of my ear.
What do you want to bet? What do you want to bet his dong's bigger than Jeremy's?
Of course it is. I'm Australian.
Everything's under it.
I am biased to the Australian accent.
I think most of us are.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
I love
statistics.
that accent.
Yeah.
It's just statistics.
You're still a prick.
Well, you wanted to come on, Lethal, so now it's your time to shine.
Well, I think we can all agree that Wookiees are trash.
Mm-hmm.
Wookiee.
Well, in his defense, yeah, we did get
My Wookiee.
portrayed by a Wookiee in our Star Wars RPG. So.
Lobaka's a bitch.
Kiss my Wookiee.
Lobaka tried to assassinate a GAG commanding officer. How do you explain that?
That's like painting. Hold on. Right. That's like painting all males as sexist because one did some shit.
Okay, Mary, hold on. Then how do you explain the entire planet of Kashyyyk taking in the Jedi Order when they were declared enemies of the state?
Ooh.
Because
Rebuttal.
Wookiees are trash.
Just saying.
Wookiees are traitors. Kashyyyk is a traitor to the Galactic Alliance. Lobaka is an attempted assassin of a GAG commanding officer. All that news spin that the HoloNets are putting out about the bombing, all the news that the HoloNet is putting out about the bombings of Kashyyyk is totally justified. They went against the GAG. All Wookiees. There's a reason why they got bombed. Fuck them Wookiees.
What did Chewbacca ever do to you? Good grief.
Chewbacca, not Chewbacca, Lobaka. Lobaka's a bitch.
Yeah, but Chewbacca's a Wookiee too. You said fuck all Wookiees.
Well, Lobaka's a descendant from Chewbacca. They're related, so Chewbacca's got bitch in him too.
Lethal, you're obsessed with bitch.
Let me tell you something.
You might need help because you're obsessed with bitch. Just say. Fucking say you're obsessed with bitch, you little bitch.
On Vector Prime, let's just say this. On Vector Prime, the right person died.
Ooh,
All right.
burn.
All right. I've had
Damn. Look at this toxic masculinity in here. Jeez.
enough of his shit.
So let me get this straight. Lobaka.
You're about to get booted, Lethal.
Lobaka, see that doesn't surprise me. That doesn't surprise me. Mary's totally against the program. Cleanse the galaxy of traitorous
on the
Wookiees.
internet, by the way. Oh god.
Sounds like a traitor.
Oh my lord.
I meant nothing.
You know what? Maybe Palpatine was right. Palpatine looked at him and said, "Fuck him, put him in slavery." You know, let's get some use out of them.
Why don't we get some use out of you? Oh wait, that's not gonna happen.
Oh, I come on and you're all, oh my god, your accent's so beautiful. Now it's so, oh no, go away, rah rah rah. You know what? That
I
Washington
like
Post
your
is
accent.
right.
I still think you're being a fucking wanker.
Wookiees are trash. This is how you spot a Star Wars normie. What do you think of Wookiees? And they go, oh, they're awesome. You go, oh, right, there you go.
Lethal needs psychological help.
Wookiees are trash.
Other than saying Wookiees are trash, and
Say that to my face, bitch.
other than Wookiees are
Wookiees.
trash, what else do you want to say?
That's about it.
Really? That's all you came on for?
You
Yeah.
you had to crash the female stream just to bitch about Wookiees. Are you
Yeah.
seriously, you
Anything else
toxic little bitch?
Hail trans fat.
Oh,
Fucking toxic.
I see Red Gaze in the chat. He's on my side.
I don't give a fuck.
No, you give a fuck. Like, you don't give a fuck.
Jade's about to break up with you.
Oh, that's all right. I'll just rebound on the
Okay, I can
tongue.
sit here and show this shirt all day long and still say he's being a little bitch. So, huh.
well, see, like the problem is he would know how to win me back, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, you always
All
go
he has
back.
to do is flash his pretty eyes and
That
go around
accent.
with accent and nothing else. Have some respect, woman. Some self-respect.
But do you think you could resist if I did it to you, Mary?
Fuck yeah, I could.
No, you couldn't.
Dude, I got a line around the block waiting their turn. I'm not worried about
I don't care about your
Look at you got
line.
us girls sitting here on camera and you
I
hiding
jump
behind your
line.
little avatar.
They're like, yeah, well, I
dressed.
jump lines.
I'm not
Yeah.
dressed Rosetta. That's why I have my freaking picture on.
Whatever.
Right. Uh-huh. I've been traveling since 6 a.m. and I'm sitting in a hotel. What's your fucking excuse, Lacey?
I just told you I'm not dressed.
Oh, that's
Oh,
okay.
what reason to turn on camera?
Oh,
Go grab your little Hawaiian shirt and get in gear.
No, don't bother grabbing your Hawaiian shirt. Just come on camera.
Come on camera.
I will not be bullied by the opposite sex.
Come
That's
on,
why I'm
do
American.
it.
Take
Do
it
it.
You
up.
only can do it because there are a grand total of 10 fucking boobs here right now. You can come on without a shirt.
Yeah.
This seems incredibly sexist and vile.
It is. Suck it.
Well,
We're
It's
all
like you're all
hanging
just,
out in
you're
chat
all
like,
just sitting there. I'm just
go
like,
make me
man,
a sandwich.
Show us your boobs.
Come on, show us your chest already, boy.
What the fuck is this? Like, Red, help me out, man. I just kind of came in here now. They're just pouncing on me. Like, you're all talking about how accepting you are, but all you really care about is. I'm not a person to you, am I?
Turn on your camera.
No, you're a piece of meat.
No, yeah.
I'm just hold on, one at a time. I'm gonna start with Steph. Do you consider me a person or just like eye candy or voice candy?
Man, you are both.
Okay.
You are eye candy and voice candy. Turn on your.
Okay, that's one for fuck you, Lethal. Just show if you're good. Mary.
I mean, I'd make you a sandwich in the morning. Turn your camera on.
I thought it's 1.5. Rosetta.
Oh, shut up and do what they say.
Do
Wow.
it. Do it. Show us your
Tugs.
boobs.
Show us your boobs.
Okay, that's wow, Tugs. I thought Tugs would be the one on my side.
I am on your side.
And Mara.
Yeah, see, Trace gets it. He said,
Yeah, that's what I was just about to say. Mhm.
Yeah.
no chocolate, no sandwiches, and no mimosas. See, that's your that was your problem.
Yes. You
None
just
of that.
came on stream counting the boobs, and now
And
we want to see
complaining
yours.
about
Let's go.
Yeah, you set the tone here. We're just
We asked
rolling
what
with
you wanted. You said what? I'm here with 2, 4, 6, 8.
it. You set the
Why
tone.
not?
We're just rolling
You
with
set
it.
this tone.
Don't start nothing. There won't be nothing, homie.
Come on, Lethal. I thought you were living La Vida Loca.
I am living the vida loca. I am the vida loca. Ever since I found out Ricky Martin was gay. What?
So,
My camera's
hold on,
not plugged
hold on.
in. I got my messy bed. I'm not wearing a shirt. I can't help you.
This all sounds like the start of
What
the
is it?
best live.
I don't know. That sounds like really, I don't know, possibly sexy to me. I don't know about you. You.
I
girl.
mean, I'm not just.
I
I'm
don't
not.
mind
I
a
don't
messy
care.
bed.
Messy
I
bed
hear a
is
messy
cool with
bed
me.
and a stripped boy. That sounds fine to me.
Yeah, that sounds like literally every ingredient I need for a good night.
Pretty much.
Do it.
Help me out, Red. Where's Red? I'll be mine.
Oh, hey, take off your shirt. It's in here. I can't highlight.
How many likes is the stream on?
Mara, 46.
40. Okay. Ooh.
Mara,
Maybe a little
highlight
bit more.
that take off your shirt account.
What?
And
Oh,
yeah,
take off your shirt is in here.
Okay, wait. There's a.
That started the other night from Gilbert
Yeah.
when we were torturing 19 Fox.
We were torturing poor 19K Fox, and that account was created within 0.2
Oh my
seconds.
god!
Yeah.
I love Fox. Seriously,
That was awesome.
Fox is like the heartthrob of all heartthrobs for me. I sit over here and go, "Oh my god! Please light the cigar with your torch.
Oh,
Please do it
Fox
again."
is hot.
There you go.
Oh, there he is.
Hold up. Let me fix my camera.
Who?
Fox is hot. Mary, I'll agree with you.
What?
Fox is hot.
Ah, there he
See,
is.
I'm not dressed.
Hey!
Told you, I'm not dressed.
Oh, I don't give a shit.
No?
Hell yeah.
Like a
Messy
superhero.
bed.
We just want to see our boy.
I've got my blinds closed, no light and everything.
It's
You
that
know.
FFL, Lethal.
You look fine. Shut up.
I
Yeah.
look great.
Well, then why were you worried about coming on camera?
I just like to make girls work for it.
Oh, you dick.
Oh, go suck something.
Boot him. Boot him.
You can't just.
No, don't do that. He worked so hard to get on here, and then he wants to turn it around on
I
us.
know.
It went to Chippendales when I let Lethal on. That's what
That's,
happened.
yep,
I
it'd be
was
like
under-
that, Trace. It'd be like that.
Yeah.
I was under the
At least
impression
he's
we're going
not
to talk
talking
about
about his. Never mind.
my dong.
He says dong.
It's so easy to turn on to go back to that topic.
Oh God, ABC is coming after you, Lethal. I'm scared for you.
Nah,
He's
he's a
Be
using
afraid.
all
Very
now.
afraid.
You're not paying attention to what he's
Meme
saying.
Oh,
him,
wow.
meme him, meme him, meme him.
Leave him.
Oh, wow. That's a nice one, ABC. Nice. Good meme. Good meme.
Now
Really?
I thought we were going to talk about comic books and shit, and I come on here and it's just sexually objectified like a stripper trying to work her way
all
through.
You did it first.
That's
You
literally
did it
all
first.
he did in the chat.
Yeah, but I'm a dude.
So sat there the whole time commenting on whose boobs and this and that, and club her over the head and drag her back to my bed and shit. And talking about your dog.
It's a cave. Yeah, it's a cave.
Yeah.
Either way, you don't start nothing, there won't be nothing. So
Then make a sandwich.
you're messing with the toxic women's of the
don't.
You shouldn't know.
Lethal. You have no idea. Don't go with the
Manpower.
I'm still getting harassed with that one. Freaking my
Manpower.
stream got completely hijacked. Everybody in chat, everybody on panel, and my husband all at once making my sandwich jokes at me for the entire 2-hour stream.
There's an easy answer to that, isn't there?
Did I ever tell
Yes,
you?
Admit it, Lethal. Admit it.
So you might
Um,
remember this, Mara. Mara, you might
Right.
remember this. But when I first started my channel, like about a year ago, one of the things that I'd wanted to do, and I never got around to doing it, maybe one of these days I still will, was I wanted to go through and I wanted to make all the guys sandwiches, and I was going to video it, right?
Yeah.
And then when I got to the last one, it was going to be Justin Proper sandwich, and it was just going to be a piece of raw chicken on some bread.
Oh my god.
Never happened.
Let's all just choose one of our Fandom Menace brethren, and we'll just make a whole video. Just one, each of us making them a sandwich.
Just
And then
making
we'll
them a
smash it all together.
I like that.
Dark Gift
But
Comics.
how does one choose which
Dark
one?
Gift Comics.
Battle Royale to the death.
Because he was the one that turned it into the make him a sandwich stream on me.
Yeah,
I have to
yeah.
get even with him.
Who?
I gotta get even with Anthony.
No, not getting even. No, this isn't getting even. This
Yeah.
is
This is a gift. This is a gift
It's
spread.
playful. It's sweet. But it has to be Anthony because he's
It's
the
a
one who
gift.
turned my stream
If
into
I
make him a
had-
sandwich.
If I were privileged enough to make any guy in the Fandom Menace a sandwich, it would have to be 19K Fox. Ooh, or Lord
Ooh.
Callan. Or Lord Callan.
No, you
Oh,
can't
Lord,
do
you already chose 19K Fox. You already.
I chose Dark Gifts and I said, okay.
Hashtag lethal jade. Fight, see, fuels and one thing. Yeah, fight to the death. Then the winner gets the sandwich.
Can my ship be Foxy Mayhem?
Oh,
Yes.
that's cute.
That's cute.
I love it.
I like that.
I wish Fox were here now. He doesn't even know.
No.
I'll tweet it out.
We have a new ship name. Foxy Mayhem. Poor Fox is gonna be like, wait, what?
I did not consent.
You didn't consent to this.
He didn't consent to the other night either. We still tortured him.
Oh, Lethal Jade has a YouTube account. Like, literally.
Boo.
I saw that.
Did you see that?
Boo.
I didn't consent to my shipper name either, but Steph made me. So
I have not consented to any of the stupid parody names I've had going at me.
I love.
And I know who
love
made
that
most of them.
name.
I love the parody names. There's one of me on YouTube that's like Tugs is the most awesome person. I really like that one.
Yeah,
And then
man.
there's the drunk life one, which is pretty funny. And then,
Oh, this isn't how it works. You don't go up to someone and say, "Oh, I have that person." What is wrong with you, women?
Oh, there it is in the chat. Dominatrix Mary. What the fuck? Hashtag Mary.
Ryan.
Look at the image. Look at the image.
I love it.
No.
oh my god!
Yes.
Yes.
I do not consent.
That is the
Neither did
best.
Brian.
I like
Yeah,
Foxy
it's so
Mayhem. I like
beautiful.
Foxy Mayhem. I like Foxy Mayhem. I
I
can
like
consent to
Foxy
that shipping.
I don't know. Dominatrix.
There you
another-
go. There you go, Lethal. It's called dibs.
That's not how we, as a society, have to be better than these dark time medieval antics.
What? You were gonna club us over the head with a friggin' club and drag us back to a cave.
Again, I'm a dude. Is it just me, or does Mary sound anti-lethal dong? What the fuck's up with that?
We're back to the dong.
Yeah, he
Pro
always
Foxy
brings it back
Mayhem.
to the dong, Steph. Like, are you?
And I'm
like,
pro
surprised?
lethal Jade. I'm
What?
pro lethal Jade, right? Like I respect my women
Mhm.
over here.
No, we're talking about my dong. Are you pro or anti? Would you censor my dong?
Yes,
Would
I would.
censor your dong.
Please don't
Oh.
censor his dong.
I would
He will
never
come into your
censor your
streams.
dong. I would never censor your dong.
Like eggplant emoji.
I just may not personally engage with your dong.
Yeah, that's censoring.
I'd censor it.
Censoring.
Oh well, you just made the list. Did you see what I did to Freepio? You're next.
Oh, God.
You're gonna get all the eggplants. I can't wait.
Censor
Let
Done.
me know when you're gonna do it because I want to be there.
Hashtag censor Lethal's
Hold
done.
on. I'm gonna give you guys a really good one for all the memes. Okay, are you ready? You ready? Here's your screenshot. You only get this once.
Pay attention. Oh, I hope ABC was still in the
I know.
No.
Don't go back.
It's a joke, not a dick. Don't take it so hard, chat. Jesus.
I think Fox likes the shit.
Oh, it will be a dick once they're done editing it. Don't worry.
Yeah.
I like this.
gonna be like, what is going on?
My favorite clip is that dude being like, they put dildos on it. I love that. That's funny. They put dildos on it. Yeah, right.
Oh, that
It was
guy.
fun.
Oh, yep.
He did like the ship.
What, you post it on Twitter or something?
Yeah.
Mary, it's okay. Breathe. Breathe.
Fucking snack cake, man.
Ooh, he likes my rough eye.
ABC will have a
Results in under 5 minutes.
Yes.
He will.
Yep.
Bless
Just
baby.
put Fox in it too, please, and I'll be happy. I'm good.
That's a handsome one. That's the first time I've seen one of his live streams when we watched it the other night. And I was like, I was glad I wasn't plugged into my microphone because I audibly gasped. I was like,
That man
oh
is
my God,
pretty. That man is pretty.
that's a gorgeous man. Holy cow.
19K.
Yeah.
You know,
He reminds me of a guy that I kind of flirted with in like one of those geek shops when I was in college. That guy was so hot, and that's what
Yeah,
Fox
yeah.
reminded me of. Yeah.
people have said that me and 19K kind of look alike. Like he could like be my older brother.
They lied.
Belong to you,
You
Lethal.
guys, yeah, I can see that.
They totally lied.
Sure.
He
We got one saying they lied. We
said
got
that
one
to make
saying
you
it's
feel
true. As typical women, indecisive.
Sure.
I'm not indecisive. They absolutely lied.
As a collective, you're flawed.
As a collective, you're a wanker. What's your point?
Mary,
That
look.
doesn't even make any sense. Small women brain. 19K, my dude.
He's here.
Hi, Fox.
Mary's totally fangirling.
I freaking love that guy, man. Y'all know of any new ships?
Can you bring that comment back up, please, Mara?
Don't bring it back up. Oh.
No.
I need-
Oh, God.
I need Rosetta to read that,
No,
please.
No.
thank you. Awesome.
Before she does, though,
No, I'm not reading that. You already know I have a weakness for Aussies. No.
before she does,
You
can I
know.
say, Fox, I would make you a sandwich.
And she
Ooh.
will make you a sandwich.
Yeah.
I love
It'd be
it.
the best sandwich you
It's coming.
I'm not reading it.
Fox, I will toast your buns.
Is that code for spreading my legs? Do you know what I was gonna? I
Right,
had the
Lethal?
ultimate.
Lethal,
I had
if
the
he has to
ultimate-
explain that to you, you need to give up your man card.
Oh well, everyone's been roasting me on Twitter saying I'm a fucking toddler because I'm
He is
young.
a creepy peasant.
I am not a creepy peasant.
Or
You said that. You said that yourself.
No,
Yeah.
I didn't. I never said.
I
was a
told him
creepy
that.
peasant. Steph told me, but I had the ultimate intro coming in here. But I'm so glad I didn't say it because I would have got destroyed. But it was so funny. I
Oh,
was
just
gonna
say
come
it.
in. I was gonna come in and say, "Wow, it smells like fish here."
Oh.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
is.
would have been killed.
Oh.
But I love Fox's response, and I feel the need to play with my hair now.
You're laughing at your own fucking joke. Ooh.
yeah,
We talked about Fox so much, we summoned him.
yep.
Ooh, girl.
When he says that,
Go
it
ahead and
means he's gonna
slide
be
into her
having
DMs. She won't say no.
Yeah.
that's code. That's
Oh.
boy code for he's gonna have you like cleaning everything and
Okay.
doing house repairs and all
Okay.
that. You know.
Mary will wear a bikini. It's
Yeah.
I'll just wear an apron. That's it.
There you go. Ooh.
Hey, as long as the house is fixed, I don't give a fuck what you wear.
Does this look clean enough, Boo?
Me and
Oh,
19K are
there's
going to
Giovanna
be playing
asking Fox.
PlayStation while this is all going on.
You know what? You know what? I can't get out of my head, Lethal, is the fact that you come on bitching about the fact that we're not talking about nerd stuff that much at all, and now you turn this.
All you've talked about is being a toxic male.
Yes.
You did this. You did this to me. The second I came on, it was put the camera on. Put the camera on. Show us your chest. Show us your chest. Put your camera on.
You came in talking about how many boobs were in the chat.
I made a throwaway comment and you latched onto it because you crave Australian attention.
It's true.
You suck this.
Yeah.
Tom!
Yes.
Hi, Tom.
Not that familiar. Just the ladies. Just the ladies. We're not
Look at
talking about
Snacks.
fucking Raylos today.
Look
No.
at Snacks. Snacks is on point. Snacks is 100 on point. Not that one.
How's that for ladylike? Do you like how ladylike that is?
Ooh, what was that?
What is it? Sorry. I missed it.
What?
I was trying to mod. What?
Oh, I don't know. This one right here.
Yeah.
Not that one. Above that.
I think we should just keep that one on, personally.
Right, keep this up for it.
Erectile dysfunction is not a joke.
When I had that one up.
Oh, no.
Oh, that's tight.
Is your
Here's the
dong
Mary.
broken? I'm so sorry.
My dog was fine.
What attitude? Why does Tom always think I have an attitude lately?
I don't know. You know, I don't know.
Come on,
you're
Lethal,
so
give us some advice
mean.
here.
Don't torture poor Mary.
I have no attitude. I was
Oh,
saying,
yes, you do. You have an awesome attitude. It's saucy and mean.
I was saying,
In all the best ways.
okay, I'm only saucy and mean to Lethal. I'll fangirl
I
over-
know. I said it all the best ways. In other words, to him.
I love Tom.
We all love Tom.
I love that guy.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Giovanna.
I'd strut around in an apron for Fox, but I love Tom.
Wow.
Is he going to be
He
on your?
loves your attitude, Mary.
Is he going to be on your
Fox loves your
shenanigans?
attitude.
Because
I
I love his Batman impression.
Oh yeah. Tom's the best. Tom's the goat.
He is pretty much. I don't know what it is about him. Like every improv you give him, like he just basically is the funniest one. With the exception of the one that Ords and Stieg did the last time I was on. With the exception of the one that Stieg and Ords did the last time I was on. The one where Stieg plays this like 911 operator. Remember that one?
I don't remember that one. How drunk was I?
You're probably pretty drunk, but basically, Ords is playing a guy because like he's calling because he has shoved I think a potato up his butt.
Oh, Lord.
And he
yeah.
plays the 911 operator, but whenever he's going through like helping Ords, he's going through the recipe for making glue. It basically plugs up Ords' character. So you must have been really drunk at that point.
Fuck.
I don't know what that is.
I almost did something dumb there. I wasn't thinking about it. That was almost stupid. That was almost really stupid.
Pretty much.
Anyway.
Hey, Steph, I think White Knight #6 comes out next week, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. Did you read the first one?
Poor Lethal.
I'm trying so hard to bring it back around.
The initial White Knight story?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, I loved it.
Yeah, so far I reckon that one's better, but this one, like what
Yeah.
they're doing with Azrael, I reckon is pretty
Yeah,
cool.
It's definitely better. Oh, man. Yeah, I fell in love with it.
But one more, there might be a turnaround. It's good. Like, don't get me wrong, it's good. Just think the first one was just boom, blew it out of the water. I hope they keep doing more of this Sean Murphy stuff.
Yeah. Have you read
he's doing a Catwoman one.
let me look for it. Hold on.
Oh girl. Oh girl. What's she doing? Hold on.
I
Maybe,
reckon you'd like it, Mara. It's pretty good.
maybe she's pulling out her wand.
No, she's looking for that. Can you use the wand on Fox,
Pulling out her
Mary?
wand. Do what?
So that you can use your wand on Fox?
No, I was hoping he'd use it on me.
Ooh.
You want him to use a what on you? Wait a minute. I missed something. Holy
That's
crap.
what you said.
Jack, Foxy Mayhem, I love you.
I looked at a second, paying attention to teasing Tom in chat. Also, I hear something about using a wand on you. What? That sounds so dirty.
You can make anything dirty if you try hard enough.
Yeah, you don't need much.
Incorrectly viewed.
Just your
everything's
imagination, and you're good to go. I have a wand, Fox.
What was that?
What was that?
It was sorry.
Lethal's dead.
Oh no. We killed
That
him.
was me. My bad. I was moving my wand around.
Oh, she was getting her wand.
I was moving it. I was moving it out of the way.
Okay.
I picked these up today. Have you seen these?
Let's have a look. Yeah,
Oh, the new one, yeah.
I'm not really a fan of it. Hey, I'm still reading it. I haven't dropped it. What do you think of the art? It looks really weird.
I love the art. Yeah.
The art is
I
gorgeous.
love the art.
I think it's a bit weird. The story, I'm a bit so far, but I think they're doing 6 issues of that.
Okay.
I don't think it's anywhere near as good as when they did Damned. Damned was dope, man. You know, and then they recalled the first issue because it showed Batman's dick by accident.
That
was my favorite comic.
What? I'm sorry. What comic is this?
That was great. I remember because they pulled that.
Oh, Mary, let's
They did.
Yeah, we piqued Mary's interest. You gotta tell her.
I tell her when I can just show her. I was there day one, so I got the uncensored copy.
Yes, it's the best. Do you have it handy?
On camera, then.
Yeah. Give me a minute.
I was saying, I'm already
I
there.
haven't started these yet. I found these. I picked them up today, so I'm going to start reading those and see how they are.
Mary, I'm about to DM you this.
Oh, girl. Okay. Hold on.
Am I
50
included?
Shades of Foxy Mayhem.
Holy shit! What the fuck is in KOTOR right now?
What the? Okay, hold on.
Oh my god!
He got it.
Good job there, buddy.
Oh my god.
Hold on, I'm gonna show it. Guys.
Show it. Yeah.
Hold on. I gotta show this. I did this to myself.
Batman dick.
You did. You 100. I just sent it to her.
I'm
There
just.
it is. You can't see it on there, Lethal. What is that?
It's right
It's
there.
cold in the Batcave. Leave him alone.
Actually, there's no light on there. It's dark.
All right.
Yeah, there it is.
There you go.
There you go.
Woo! What the fuck? Yes, it is a party. I've screen shared
Okay,
it.
yeah, I'm gonna do it. Hold on.
Fuck.
They put dildos on it.
That's so disturbing in so many ways.
It's not what I had in mind when I expected him to put something in my mouth.
The picture you chose of Fox for that name.
That's a good meme.
Oh, there's Lethal.
So, what the hell?
Is that a candy corn? What?
It's candy corn.
It's candy corn.
The stretched out candy corn.
That is
This
an odd
stream
angle.
has gone off the deep end.
You get a better angle?
Yeah, you need a better angle where it can penetrate more.
Oh my god.
That's an odd angle. It's going down. It really should be going like that.
Wife tips 101. You need to have a better angle so it's easier to do.
Especially if he's got an angle. It's what I do, baby.
Mary can get crazy with anything. She's talented like that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, like,
Oh my god.
I'll try anything once. So
Steph, did you read Batman 86 at the start of the year?
he's trying so hard.
No, and I know I told you that I was going to go get it because I liked your video, but I still haven't gone.
It
I
fixed
still
it.
haven't picked it up. They fixed it?
They fixed all the Tom. Well, they're starting to fix all the Tom King stuff. You know, they're giving him his balls back. Basically,
Yeah.
he's actually competent again, as opposed to like the last 50 issues of Batman just being a fucking retard. Because next week 87 comes out, and I think he's going to be fighting Riddler. What else is? Oh, Wonder Woman 750 is out next week. That's probably the big one. 750. Curse of the White Knight 6. Yeah, fantastic. Fantastic Four is shit these days, man. And the X-Men. I'm rating the X-Men stuff as well. I'm glad they got Jonathan Hickman back on X-Men. That's still good. What else is out?
All right, guys. I have to
Hella
scoot.
risen.
I have to scooch, guys. I've got a link for the Echo Base Network stream. I'm sorry.
Thank you very much, Mary.
Send me a link to
Love
that.
you.
I'm like, dude, I don't care.
Have a
about
great,
fucking
great
Star
night.
Wars.
Bye, Mary.
Bye, Mary.
I'll
Bye,
see you in a
ladies.
bit.
Fox,
Good
hello.
dog.
Bye.
Slide into
Bye-bye.
those DMs.
Oh, he's going to. He's going
All right.
to. He's leaving too. He's like, okay, I'll be right back.
Let's see how long I can hold out.
Well,
Yeah, I'll be.
this stream
I'll be right
started
back.
out like what I was planning for, and then just went.
Well, we got
It's
part of what you were
okay.
planning for, and then somebody, turned it just completely
Oh, my
whacked
fault.
out.
You were all off the rails before I came in. I came in and
No,
you were just handling me.
we
showing
were
my
focused.
chest.
We were talking about the
No,
things that
you
are
weren't.
important to us as women in
No,
the
you
family.
weren't. I came on and I was just instantly, show your camera, show us your chest, Lethal. I think Tugs asked to see my balls at one stage.
No,
I was like,
I
what?
No, she did not.
Didn't.
Maybe it was
No,
Mary.
you came on and like I count 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 boobs.
It was
And
either that or my fish comment.
You're not helping yourself. You're not helping yourself.
Arguably, it was the less wanting to kick your ass
Offensive.
comment that you went with, but you still come in like that and then get all pissy when we start telling you to turn your camera on.
Yeah.
Tugs doesn't have her
You know,
camera
you
on.
could just hopped on and said,
I don't.
"Hello,
I don't have a
lady."
camera though. I don't own one, so that's a bummer.
That's bullshit. I've seen you on stream with cameras on.
That's on my phone.
That's on her phone.
I
I've run
don't.
the battery down.
Okay.
My poor phone
Shit
can't
going on
take
here.
it.
You wore out a battery. What?
What an ass, what a bitch,
Yep.
what a cuck. Lethal fixed the stream.
Oh, of course. You know,
No.
suck up. Good lord.
ABC, suck it.
Apollo
I'll be
wants to-
right back, y'all. I'll be right back.
Okay.
Apollo wants to see your feet, Lethal.
Yeah.
Yeah, most people do.
I just want
Not
you to
every
shut up.
people.
Lethal, I just want you to stop your opinion and just talk sultry and just shut up and stay in the background for us.
See what I mean? I'm not really a person to you, am I? I'm just
Not tonight, because I'm in a saucy ass mood. My husband's about 400 miles away.
well, that's dangerous, isn't it?
Yeah, I'm on my own.
Oh no.
God, ABC. What?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think that one works a little bit better, but still, oh my god.
Should I be glad he's not sending me this crap tonight?
Oh,
Probably.
It's so
Saxon
bad.
Comics.
Because he usually does.
The stream got 40% better as soon as Lethal got on. Lethal isn't a piece of meat. Thank you, Sith Lord. I am a person. I have feelings. I have emotions.
You
I
are
have
a person with
thoughts.
feelings. and
You came in here objectifying our boobs and saying you were going to knock us over the head and drag you back to your cave. Drag us back to your cave. So shut up.
You are a
Because I am
person
a
with
dude.
feelings, but unfortunately, you think a lot with your dong. So it's like,
Lethal's
it's
a
not
person.
okay.
That's
It's
right.
not okay for him to objectify us and then be offended that he's objectified.
I am a person. I have feelings.
So are we.
No, you're not. And you're women.
See this? See this? You little. You little.
you are so lucky you are so far away from all of us right now.
He's reading how many shades of red as he's laughing at his own little smart mouth.
Like, picture him like giggling maniacally whenever he posts his shit posts on Twitter.
Oh, that
That's
was
the
funny.
smile I think he does when he does it.
Yeah,
That was
he does.
funny. I screenshotted that one and put it on Instagram when you were talking about the character Mara Jade, and I was like, Mara Jade's a badass, but at the end of the day, she's still a woman taking order from a man, and that's all that matters.
Boy giggles and runs away.
I could feel Mara just like reaching through the screen to choke you.
Yeah, like Freddy Krueger style.
Yeah.
But I just run and hide behind Tugs most of the time because Tugs is my bro, and Tugs will defend me.
Well, you saw her response when I said that, what she would do when I was running to murder you. Yeah.
I don't believe it.
Wait, let me get popcorn. Go on.
Yeah.
Wasn't Tugs. Someone hacked her account. That wasn't Tugs. Tugs was a bro. Tugs wouldn't do that shit. Tugs supports my dong. Tugs is a bro.
I do support the dong.
I support censoring your dong.
Nah, well,
Damn.
not buying it. Not having it. Not having it.
Free the dong hashtag.
Free the dong.
How toxic?
When were you ever a person, Lethal? Wow. I'm not a number. I am not a number. That's right. I'm a person.
The resident says, I am a man. And don't you ever. Oh, wait. I'm number 5.
Hashtag support lethal dong. Yeah. Got it.
Hashtag censor lethal's dong.
Birds of Prey's out in like 2 weeks.
You're still saying that, aren't you?
I'm seeing it. Are you seeing it, Tugs?
What?
Birds of Prey and the Emancipation of One Fantabulous Harley Quinn.
Not interested at the present moment.
I'm gonna be there day one. Like, if there is dick pics in that diamond, oh my god!
I want somebody to please. You don't need to see that movie to see Ewan McGregor's dick, though. He's naked in a lot of older stuff when he was in Scotland. So.
And you know what? You don't have to go that far to see his daughter naked either.
I'm just saying.
He's
got a pretty good one, though. I'm also throwing that out there.
I remember memes of that were going around about like, whoa, you wouldn't be packing some heat, man. Like,
yeah. Imagine my surprise when I was watching the soap opera he was on. I was like, oh, hello. Okay.
But to be perfectly honest, I like Ewan as an actor, but as a person, he does my head in.
Most people do. I feel the same way about Mark Hamill.
I can't stand him.
Yeah. No, it's terrible.
I actually can't either, but I still love a lot of the stuff he's done.
Joker and Luke, everything else, I'm just not fucking interested in what he has to say.
He's my favorite Joker.
He's the best, hands down. Him and Conroy are the best, period.
Yeah.
Like, there's just no room for discussion.
Wasn't it like, if you just separate the cartoon and the movies, then I would movies that would Keaton and Nicholson only because I'm old school like that. But
at the end of the day, go on. Sorry.
Phoenix was very good.
At the end of the day,
I love the Joker movie that came out.
They are comic characters, so here's how I rationalize it. When I'm reading it, when I read Batman talking here, it's Conroy's voice I'm hearing.
Well, the voice, yeah, obviously. It's like Batman Conroy.
I'm reading.
And Mark Hamill's voice whenever you're reading it. I'm saying on screen, me, Batman would be like Michael Keaton.
See, for me, I think personally, just in I like the live action guys and everything like that too. But I feel like the animated Joker and the animated Batman with Conroy and Mark Hamill have been the most accurate
100%, man.
depictions of the characters. Like Ben Affleck's really good as a certain type of Batman. Michael Keaton's really good as a certain type of Batman and Bruce Wayne. Val Kilmer, I thought, was a really good Bruce Wayne, but terrible Batman. George Clooney, we don't talk about kind of thing. Like they've all kind of brought pieces
George
together.
Clooney sucked both.
You know?
Hold on, I want to hear this.
They've all brought pieces together, and maybe if you combined all of the live action together into one person, it'd be the perfect live action.
That I can agree, because none of them have quite hit
Bruce and Batman right. Jokers too. They're all different interpretations of the Joker, but those perfection of depictions of those characters have only been the animated, and that's, in my opinion, has only been.
No, you're right. And they even managed to look what they did to Mr. Freeze. They kind of reinvented Mr. Freeze, and now it's the definitive status quo Mr. Freeze.
Yep.
They turned Mr. Freeze into arguably one of the most sympathetic villains in any IP. Is he really a bad guy? Think of the ending of the Hearts of Ice episode where he's sitting in Arkham. It's all snowing, and he's looking at his thing. He's like, "I am so sorry, Nora. I failed you," and he's crying. And Batman's looking in his cell, being like, "Damn,
yeah, I remember that."
That's harsh." But do you know what episode always gets me? I can't remember what it's called. you might be able to help me with this. The one where they fight the beauty queen.
Oh yes. Oh my God. What is that called? Something calendar days or something. I think.
That is rough as guts, man. The way like she wears the mask and all that, because she's talking about her career as like a beauty model and how she had to do all these things and all that sort of stuff. And the whole episode leads you on to think that she looks like Frankenstein.
Mhm.
And then at the end, when the cop rips off her mask, everyone's just staring at her in awe. And then it cuts to her and she's freaking out. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. Don't look at me. And everyone's looking at her. And she is beautiful. And she's like, and then Batman's like, but that's not how she sees herself.
Yep.
Hey guys, I gotta go. I gotta get something in me. I'm feeling a little weak from travel. So,
All right.
Lethal,
Take care.
quit being so
Take care,
toxic.
You're wearing my shirt that says support toxic masculinity.
I know. Isn't that
Sending
funny?
me mixed signals here.
Yes, I am. Take care, though, buddy. Have a good night.
Take care.
Bye. Good night.
Hey. There's a lot of
Okay.
episodes like that where it's like, whoa.
Google
That
this
reminds me
episode
a
and
lot
try to
of the
find the name of it,
Twilight
and
Zone
it got
episode,
horrible.
so. That reminds me
Sorry?
a lot of the Twilight Zone episode when they did that. They grew up on that show, and then when they added that in that episode, it just reminded me so much of it. It's I can't remember what it's called, but the woman is banished the entire episode, and it's like makes it think like that she's disfigured, and then you see her actual face at the end of the episode, what the doctors and nurses look like.
Yeah, I mean, wow. Like that whole show, I think, was like perfect from start to end.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna next stipend I'm going to get the animated series, like the complete animated series on DVD. I just haven't been able to do it because I had to plunk down like $900 on car repairs and everything last month. So
I know all about car repairs. I did my 2 crashes last year, and fuck,
yeah,
rough as guts.
for me it's like just basically like put new tires on, and then the next day car wouldn't start.
Tongues, have you watched any of the Harley show? The new
I
one?
have not. Is it good? I don't have DC. I didn't renew my DC universe because I just never really used it. They
It's
canceled
not.
Swamp Thing, so I'm a bit upset about that.
If you go into it expecting a DC show, you'll be disappointed. But if you just watch it as a comedy and satire, you'll get some laughs out of it.
Okay. Yeah, I looked kind of, but they had it at Comic-Con. That was like the thing they were advertising, and I kind of was like, what is this supposed to be?
You just can't take it seriously. You just got to roll with it. You got to be like, okay, so this is what we're doing tonight. All right, let's go with that.
Weird shit's going down. Okay.
But it's pretty funny. There are some parts that are pretty funny. Like Dr. Psycho gets kicked out of the Legion of Doom because he calls Wonder Woman a cunt. And they're like, nah, you can't do that, man. That's just wrong.
That's funny.
They're like talking about how like, they're the most evilest people in the world. But like, nah, we don't do that. That's just too far.
So funny. That's one of my favorite comic books. Something similar to that kind of is one of my favorite comic books. It's so cheesy, but it's Batman and Captain America crossover. And it's set in the 40s. And so, World War II is going on and Hitler's thing and all that stuff. And Joker finds out that Lex Luthor and all of them are working for Hitler. And he turns on them, or not Lex Luthor, Red Skull. And he turns on him and he punches him in the face. And he's like, I may be evil, but I have standards. It's the funniest thing. I love that comic book so much. It took me years to hunt it down. It's my favorite.
Apollo says we should be pimps. I'm kind of feeling like one at the moment.
You are. You're the only boy in here now. Look at you.
Yeah.
Everyone's making fun of me. He's like, why would you go where all the girls are? I was like, are you gay? Kermit says when he has a tossed lethal, oh wow, I imagine he smells like apple pie. Hey man, it's your wank. It's your nut, man. You do your thing.
It's not Vegemite?
Sorry?
That it wouldn't be Vegemite?
That's a racist stereotype.
I've never had it. I still have to try some.
You never tried it?
I tried it years ago. But no one told me like how like the appropriate way of eating it.
Yeah, you gotta have a little bit amount. You don't get in there.
Toast, butter, and a little
bit. It on like it was like like we would normally do on our toast, and I'm like, this tastes kind of disgusting.
Damn those Australians and their weird food.
So I told this like other guy in like a Twitter chat I'm part of, because he was like describing how you're supposed to eat it. Because he's what Batman, Protector of Gotham, I think he goes by on Twitter. I'm like, where the hell were you when I was trying this years ago? And he's like, I think it was beating up the Joker. Like, so I'm like, because no one, because like my dad's friend from Australia just sent us a bunch of stuff. I have, he sent something also where it's like, I don't know what it's called, but if you turn it one way and another way, it sounds like rainfall. There's like little things in it and like sticks on the jutting out and on the inside, and when the little rocks hit or whatever's in there, it sounds like rain falling. I still have that thing.
50 Shades of Jade. Oh wow, it's me like choking you.
Yeah.
It's kind of hot. Worldwide phenomenon comes to life. Was it ever really a phenomenon? Let's be honest. Was 50 Shades ever a phenomenon? Like, I was in high school when. Yeah, I know. I'm young. Fuck off. I was in high school when Twilight was at its peak.
Christie's crying.
Oh, hello.
You watched Twilight?
No, I didn't. It was.
No, I saw a news article that said that used bookstores were turning away people that were trying to bring them their 50 Shades of Grey novels because they had way too many. Like, there was a wall of 50 Shades of Grey novels. Like, nobody wanted them.
Yeah.
So I my evening job, I work at a retirement center, and they have a library. And I was like, I've never been in this library. Let's see what kind of books they have in there. Please tell me why I saw 3 copies of 50 Shades of Grey in that library. And I was like, oh my God, what the hell is this book doing here? It's weird. Twilight's one thing, but 50 Shades of Grey?
So which one's the fan fiction of the other one?
50 Shades is the fan fiction of Twilight.
Yeah.
Right, so Twilight came first.
Twilight came first.
So pretty much all they did was take out the gay vampires and the gay werewolves and turn it into softcore porn.
Pretty much, yeah. She started it on online, and it was like Edward and Bella were whatever the 2 characters are. And they said, oh, this is way too racy for Twilight. So she took it off of, I guess, wherever she was posting it, and it was so popular that they wanted to turn it into a novel. So
I don't get why.
It's going to happen with other fan fictions. I can feel it in my bones.
I don't get why it's so popular though. Like,
I
remember being advertised as like this whole spicy, like whoo, but then like it's pretty fucking weak.
Yeah.
How do you know lethal?
Yeah.
Oh, parts of it get posted, on groups, and like you see like the images and all that shit, and it's like, I don't think this would even qualify as softcore porn. Like, that's how weak it is.
It's so weak, and she doesn't even know what she's talking about. Which
I agree.
Yeah.
Like,
I don't like her character. She's just like, oh, what is this? Oh, what is you? Nobody can be that naive. Can
no,
you really
never.
be that naive?
No.
If you watched it with a girl, or in your case a dude, or whatever, if you watched it as like a date night movie, none of you are fucking that night. If you watch that movie, that's how weak it is.
No. Like basically you said it accurately. It doesn't even qualify as soft core. Because people were describing it to me, and I'm like, this is supposed to be Let
me tell you, want to read novels that have that kind of stuff in it? Let me introduce you to a set of novels called romance novels. Nora Roberts is my favorite. She usually writes old school, like Scottish clans and all that stuff. There's a bazillion romance novels that are super cheesy that are way more explicit than 50 Shades of Stupid. Okay,
you
want to get your rocks on? Go to the romance novel section.
There's also Pornhub. I mean,
there's that.
I'm just throwing that out there.
Yeah.
Go to Pornhub, where people actually know what they're doing when it comes to that kinky stuff.
You, Steph.
But yeah, her character bothered me so much. I was like, what the heck? She's like a grown adult woman.
Did you guys ever read like these Anita Blake novels? Anita Blake, the character. She's like a necromancer or something like that. I read most of them, and it basically, at one point, she becomes what's that creature called? Not is it a succubus or something like that?
Yeah.
But basically, whenever she has to feed, she has to have sex, and
As a succubus.
yeah. So because it's like something happened throughout the course of the stories, I can't remember exactly what, and it got really explicit. It was like 2 or 3 pages describing the sex. At least.
Nice.
But the thing is, it wouldn't happen just once in the book because she'd need to feed. So not only would she have sex with her vampire boyfriend, but she would take random guys if the urge came. So she kind of had to have guys around her. Ready.
Wow.
That's hot.
Yeah, like ready for her. And I can't remember the author's name. I'm going to have to look it up. But the character's name is Anita Blake.
Anita Blake. Write that one down, Red. Tugs, did I ever tell? I've told Mara about this. Have I ever told you about the idea of my fan fiction?
No.
Please tell us.
Marge, do we want to know this?
He's going to tell you no matter what.
Please do. I feel like I should have some popcorn now. Oh, he's getting ready.
Oh, wow. He's getting ready.
Man of Sex, my dude. He says Lethal Lightning is my favorite. Fuck from the Fandom Menace. You're my favorite. You're my favorite too. Okay, get this, right? Admiral Palion, Seba 17, hardcore erotica.
Okay.
We're taking our boy and we're turning him into a scaly.
Oh boy. Write it.
Old man, you know.
Write it down. You could be the next whatever the heck the author of 50 Shades of Grey, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I'm gonna write a story about this old dude that likes to fuck force-sensitive lizards.
Do it.
It sounds so much better when you put it like that.
Yeah.
Let me give you. I got some reference material.
Oh boy.
He's ready.
I don't have enough wine for this, you guys.
I haven't even had my coffee yet.
Oh boy.
Whose fault is that? You wanted to come on the stream,
Right?
Oh yeah, God
Still
forbid I wanted to hang
prepared.
out with I'm an asshole for wanting to hang out with a bunch of hot girls. Yeah, right. Yeah, fuck
You've
me.
I'm not
broken
saying you're an
Christie.
asshole. I'm just saying don't complain.
It's broken.
Oh, damn, that was funny.
All right, so we got this dude here, right? Picture him. Picture that mustache. I'm gonna make his mustache a bit longer, like, you know. I'm going for more of like an 70s, 80s porn vibe.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay.
I know what you're going for.
Yeah, you know what I mean, like the whole
I can see that.
you know, that
Yeah.
type of stuff.
Old school porn.
Yeah. All right, now give me a minute.
I can't wait for this to come out. I want a first edition.
Oops.
Are you supposed to say something else now, Lethal?
Not yet. Hold
The
up.
fandom gigolo.
All right, so picture. Keep that image, you know, that I just laid out before, right? Okay.
I am dating
With a mustache.
sex.
Okay, so take that, and he's gonna be banging her.
Oh Lord.
Oh.
Her?
Yeah, that's Saba.
Okay.
Nice.
One. It's gonna be dope, man. Trust me. They're gonna do like weird.
And then there's
shit.
pretty Sebastian Stan right there.
Nah, fuck
Sebastian
him, who cares?
Stan.
We're gonna have them doing like, you know, weird stuff. Yeah, like that. That's the image I want to use. That's the face. That's the face when Palion whips out his dong. Come here, Saba. This one is large.
Oh my god.
Start writing. I am demanding this be made as
Yeah.
soon as possible.
Yep.
This is like their dual stance before
It'll
they
be the
bang.
next 50 Shades.
Yeah.
So yeah. Admiral Palion, Seba 17, hardcore erotica. It's gonna be filth. Like some trading cards and
Oh,
shit.
sorry.
Even the dogs like it, man.
Sorry about that. Hold on.
Oh man. I'm gonna need you to write that, please. Thanks.
See, did anyone else? I'm gonna read the chat. Did anyone else like it?
Oh, Steven did.
Stephen here?
Yeah. I highlighted his comment.
lurking.
Did you see it?
I was looking at pictures of 717. Come
Oh, whatever. Hold on.
on.
He's been lurking for a minute.
Yeah.
Look at Tugs is into the heavy stuff. Yeah, Tugs is a
No.
bro.
no. I'm just not naive. What's her bucket?
Tugs is the kind of dude that kind of bro, you know.
I like that cut. Tugs is the kind of dude.
I think that Tugs is a dude sometimes because she's such a bro. Tugs is the type of bro
It's
that would
true.
like,
I'm very bro-like.
she'd get you with her friends.
One I highlighted lethally.
Lethal, the Phantom, Gigolo. Wow.
Wow.
There were some other funny ones in here. Look at this one from Man of Sex. I got a pop up as soon as I went to read it. I spent like $650 of Amazing Adams money on Lethal Lightning, and it's worth every penny, baby. Lethal's comments are his fan fiction.
Yeah, they are.
They really are.
Here you go.
And Man of Sex is solely funding his flavored condom obsession.
First
First
draft by the next stream, Lethal.
I think we can work out with something. something. See, Red Gaze likes it. Chris likes it. Man of Sex, Lethal chews them like gum. That's right, I go through them. Someone draw their babies. Force sensitive space wizards. Doesn't have enough Vegemite for this. You're gonna be the next shitty writer to get famous of third grade level word porn. Oh
Yeah, there you go.
It's gonna be like just gonna say stuff like, and he totally boned her.
I can see. It would.
Yeah. 70s mustache porn. Man of Sex. Oh, that's not Man of Sex. That's Apollo. He can buy the book. Damn right he did. Did you know that Empire Strikes Back is the sequel to Star Wars? Yeah. Where can I buy it? I think I'm going to make it free for everyone. Man of Sex says, got to buy Lethal a new sex swing after it. Do you want to read that one, someone? That's pretty funny.
What is it?
Tugs, read this one.
Okay.
Read on. Man of Sex says, got to buy Legal a new sex swing after it burned up in his backyard. Oh, no. I'm so sorry. We can start a GoFundMe.
For Lethal sex swing.
Yeah.
I've never used a
That's
sex
hilarious.
swing. I don't even reckon they'd be that good, to be honest.
I would fall out of it, that's for sure. It wouldn't be cute at all. People are weird.
That'd be kind of cute. Be like, she's got a sex swing. Look at her.
What?
We're talking about sex swings.
We're talking about sex swings.
Oh.
You came back.
Okay, wait. There's context. There was a comment. We read the comment.
It's right here.
Yeah.
Comment right there.
This is the comment. That's why we were talking about it.
Okay.
Have you ever actually looked at what a sex swing is?
Yes.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah.
Like,
we all said that really fast. Like really
sometimes
fast.
you're just sitting by yourself and you're like, I wonder what that's like.
yeah.
And you.
It's like you come on a stream with, 5 women, and you ask us, if we've thought about this.
Hell yeah.
Like,
What is that face, Christie?
She's broken.
I just read it, something in a chat, a comment in a chat. And a mess. Yeah. Okay. Anywho, how are you?
Okay.
Wow.
oh my god. What enough. What a god.
Lethal sex thing is like that scene in Jurassic Park when they feed the raptors the cow.
That's what I was laughing at.
Poor cow.
Oh my god.
There you go, Lethal.
Lethal, there you go.
Huh?
So are you trying to say that he uses it too hard? Because I mean, when they brought it up, it was like just.
Yeah. I think
I take back what I said about sex swings. You can actually get pretty creative.
aren't you gonna
You can't handle it.
Yeah, aren't you going to do what Black
Yeah.
Angus asked for?
What does he want?
It's highlighted. Read it.
Show me your bobs. You are my bob.
That's funny.
Oh my
I was just looking at them then, and like, yeah, you can actually do quite a bit with them. Hey, you can.
Conversation.
Are you looking it up right now?
I was.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
Poor Lethal. He's so young.
No, you're actually
Lethal, how old are you? What, 25, 26?
25.
Yeah.
Oh, what a baby.
He's not that young.
No,
He's a little
you're
baby.
actually looking up a sex swing.
I was.
Do it.
The tugs just say "aw."
Yeah, you're a baby.
He's a little baby.
I am not a baby.
Yes, you are.
You're so young and innocent, apparently.
I'm not a baby. I'm not a baby. I'm a big boy. Lethal needs to untail kangaroos. They get stuck in his sex swing. Yeah, well, Australia problems. You live, adapt, learn, survive.
I don't know, Miss. I don't know.
What is happening? We're talking
Great.
about my Saba 17 Admiral Pallion erotic fan fiction. Then I started looking up sex.
I don't think Miss is gonna like that.
Hashtag baby lethal. So young.
But he's a big boy. You have to do hashtag big boy lethal.
Would Baby Lethal be cuter than Baby Yoda?
Yeah,
No.
it would be.
Yes.
Yes.
There we go. We found a happy middle
Rude
ground.
baby Yoda.
Yeah.
Huh.
Even though Steph has a shirt.
I'm wearing it ironically.
You liar.
I seriously am wearing it ironically because I have never watched any of The Mandalorian. I'm done with Disney. Like, I didn't pay for The Rise of Skywalker to watch it.
Allegedly.
I didn't. I did not pay for it. Okay? I know.
I used Christie's link. That was your link, Christie, right? I think it was originally, yeah. I used that link and watched it. That's how I watched it.
Yeah.
And then you posted it on Twitter.
Yes, really?
Yes.
Oh my god.
Darn it.
No, I used Ryan's link. I used Ryan. If that was your link too.
Ryan's link wouldn't work for me.
We got it from the same place.
Yeah, Ryan's link wouldn't work for me.
Yeah, see, I used his link to watch it, and I'm done. I was like, I'm not going to go to theater. I'm not going to pay for any more Disney Star Wars crap, and that includes the streaming service. If I want to watch any of those movies, I already have them. I don't need the streaming service, so I'm not watching The Mandalorian.
The only reason I got the streaming service was because it came with Verizon for free for a year.
Yeah.
I was like,
See, that's what Drunk told me too. That's what Drunk told me. But I was like, well, I just switched carriers, so I'm not gonna.
Yeah, and I own all the movies anyway. I was really looking forward, honestly, to the Lizzie McGuire revival, but apparently that's been canceled. So now I have to go cry in my ice cream.
Mm-hmm.
Upset.
Yeah, so I'm not watching The Mandalorian. The only thing I see about The Mandalorian are like people's reviews and how much they love Baby Yoda. So I was like, well, you know what? I think I'll just buy a Baby Yoda shirt just because.
It's a cute shirt. I like it.
Yeah,
I'm supporting the small business because Disney is
ABC in the chat. Is ABC in the chat?
He was, but I haven't seen him respond.
Okay, he needs to get the picture of like where they're holding Simba up and have ABC view thing and put Lethal's picture instead.
Yeah, there you go.
I like The Lion King. I like The Lion King.
Here you go, Lethal.
Broke back lightning. Broken back hole.
Oh, ABC's definitely gonna make that one broke back.
He's
over here.
He is the
Someone
best.
said Baby Yoda is overrated. I don't have thoughts on Baby Yoda either way. Like, I'm not watching the show.
Mm-hmm.
I don't really care. It doesn't really matter.
At some point, I'm going to watch it. I just haven't. I've just had so much apathy, basically, for Disney Star Wars. It's like, when I think I'll watch the first episode, and then I start watching something else, and then I'm like, yeah, no. Or I start reading something else, and I'm like, yeah, no, I don't feel like doing it today.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I watched the first episode of The Mandalorian. I was like, cowboy western in space. That's my whole premise of it.
Pretty
And I
much.
liked it. And then the very end where they showed the baby Yoda, I was like, oh no. It's very cute.
Yeah,
He's very cute.
Is that Lucas said that he wanted Yoda's species to remain a mystery, and when you introduce the species as a baby, then people were going to want to know more, which goes against what Lucas wanted for his creation. And they could have picked any alien species in the Star Wars universe, because there's like countless that they have not shown on screen at all, and they chose one that resonated with OT fans. That's kind of like my issue with it. Cute.
Yeah.
I'm not like Ryan.
Oh, it's 100% pandering.
Yeah, I'm not Ryan level hatred where I'm going to feed it to a rancor or anything like that. But
Ryan.
And what kind of boggles my mind is unless they just wanted to keep it a secret, anything that came out, like you see with like the Ninja Turtles when they did back in the 80s, they had the toy line and stuff like that. And then they did the cartoon. This is the first time I've seen it where there's no merchandise or there's limited merchandise.
They did that on purpose.
Well, they suppose I did a video on this like yesterday or something like that. Like because Disney right now is going after Etsy shop sellers who are creating little plush dolls of Baby Yoda, and they're shutting down because now they're coming out with their own merchandise, and they don't want to take any sales away from Disney, whatever. So they're putting out whatever, telling them to stop selling stuff. Is that a dick on his head?
I heard Lisa laughing, and I was like, "Oh my god, like, what is that?"
Oh my god!
Okay, somebody did not think that design
no,
at all.
Oh my gosh! I forgot what I was talking about.
Well, here's the thing though. Disney has always
so they claimed that they wanted to keep the child a secret, which is why there is no merchandise of the child. And that's just fucking bullshit. I think it's bullshit. They didn't make any merchandise because they didn't know how the fans were going to react to The Mandalorian.
Yeah,
that's possible too. But that was like the first words that came out of Jon Favreau's mouth. Like he thought out was like, I made them, I begged them, and I made them not make stuff. Like, please keep this a secret because it was going to leak because everything in its mother had leaked at that point. And all that stuff. So I don't know. But Disney's always gone after people for copyright violations and property right violations. So this honestly was only a matter of time. I was surprised it lasted as long as it did.
Oh my god.
No. So
wow. I mean,
you see it, Mara?
Yeah.
Put it on screen.
ABC, that's not what I meant.
No, it gets better.
Hold on.
Can you put a just screen share from your laptop, please?
No.
Wow.
I don't know if I can do that. Oh, I hate that picture of me. I hate it. I hate it so much.
Oh my gosh. Is that on
Share my screen, Mara. Share my screen.
Okay. Yeah, there it is.
Oh my god.
Please find a better picture. Any other? Oh my god! This is why I don't live stream with video anymore. You can use my profile picture on here for fuck's sake. Damn it.
Okay,
it's all in good fun, Tugs.
I know.
Yes, what an ass. Like, could you please use other pictures? Because you always use the same picture.
Just one better one.
Y'all tell him to use a better picture,
I'm
and
cute,
he's gonna end up
that picture doesn't
finding.
look like it, but I promise I'm cute.
Yeah, I'm just saying, because he takes screen captures from live streams, so I'm like,
he does
other faces.
Everybody, strike your best smile pose. 1, 2, 3, go. Just for ABCDs.
No. Hold on, let me fix the lighting on here. Oh my god. The light was blinding me. Oh my god. But like, I love the
Lethal.
baby Lethal and George Lucas's arms picture.
That's hilarious.
Oh, damn, that was
I
good.
quite liked that dong baby Yoda. I thought that was funny.
That was pretty funny. Somebody
Yeah.
did not think that through when they made that bottle.
Yeah.
Actually, do you know
Oh,
what's
hi,
going
Ryan.
on with
Welcome
that? That is going to be a
you,
giveaway
Ryan.
for when Red Gaze hits 1K subs. He's going to paint it and give it away. So if you would like to get a baby dong Yoda, make that happen.
That'll be the best straw ever.
Yeah.
What about me, Ryan? You prick.
I'm gonna fly that again.
Lethal's in
Read
a
that,
robe and
Lethal.
everything, Ryan.
Lethal, I'd like you to read that, please.
Mara looks kind of okay, but not quite as good as Lethal right about now.
You're a dick.
No, I'm a dog. Wait, Lethal identifies as a lady.
Yes, he does. He identifies
does.
as a lady.
Yes, he does. Oh, look. Did you see that?
He even went like this.
He got the hand. Yeah, he did.
Lethal, how many Hawaiian shirts do you have now?
5.
So excited.
I think that's 7 by the end of the year. That's great.
No, okay, that was so cute. He got excited when you asked him. How
Yeah.
I did.
I got a red
Lethal,
one.
you're Lethal.
I got a blue one. These are all dirty. I got to wash them. I got a yellow one. I got a purple one. And
Okay, here, Lethal. I said all of yours.
We're looking at the shirt. One.
Imagine you are all gorgeous, but Lethal is like a solid 11 out of 10. Bow down, women. Lethal's dong is hot right now. My dong's always hot, man. I bring the heat.
I'm so glad I wasn't there for Drunk's live stream with that.
Oh, he fucking
The
deserved
dong
it.
Oh my God.
It was
He
awesome.
fucking deserved it. You two saw it.
It
You
was
know what he
awesome.
did.
Yeah, it was awesome.
And thank
That
you.
was
Thank you to both of you.
So
Steph
freaking funny.
and Tugs, thank you. You really, really, you went hard for Lethal's dong that day. It was
They
great.
did. We jumped in on it. Heck yeah.
I look good in Hawaiian shirts, but they're still trash. Now, Ryan's got ADHD.
Ryan, you have a Captain Marvel apron.
Right? No talking.
Okay, here you go, guys. Here you go.
What?
Oh my god.
Show us your dong.
Oh my god.
Lethal makes me feel funny.
Enjoy.
HIV, my friend.
Yeah, you might want to get that tested, Drunk.
I can fix that now. It's all good.
Oh my god, that is so good.
Oh, okay, damn, that's hilarious.
And I am not a baby, Steph. I'm not prepubescent.
You are prepubescent.
I'm not.
Yeah.
You are prepubescent, sir.
I'm not.
And you saw Red Gaze's tweet, right? And what my live stream is called, right?
No, show it.
Well, no, just hold on. Ladies of the Fandom Menace, and highlighted you.
That's
Yeah.
hilarious.
Yes. Normally most of the streams I'm on are like total donk fests. So I figured, let's go to the fish market today.
Nice.
Jesus.
Yeah,
Nice.
like it. Nice. Tugs hates me.
Yeah, she does.
Tug Tay too?
No one.
Did you hear what he said?
No. I turned out for a second.
Oh, well, now
Oh.
he has to repeat it
Yeah,
Hold on.
you do.
No, that was a zinger.
with a straight face.
Yeah,
That was a
repeat it.
zinger. That was a zinger. That was a one and gone. That was a
Damn
that
it.
was a lip pumping full shot, mate. Gone.
No.
Cover drive back up your bowler's
Say
head,
it
mate. You
again.
know?
Oh,
Yeah.
Say it
Mark
again.
Is that what he said, drunk?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's drunk. Looky here. You chill out.
Here she comes.
Chill out.
What's wrong, Lethal? You can't say it again?
Yeah, say it.
It's not funny.
Say
the second
Say
okay.
it.
Yeah,
It's
it
not
is.
fun- okay, I said because Red Gaze was making fun of me because I'm on a stream called the Whammons, and he circled me, and I said, well, most of the streams I'm on are total dong fests, but today I thought I would come down to the fish market.
Yes.
You can't even be mad at that. That's so weird. I mean, I'm totally gonna punch you in the face.
I know. If I was streaming, I would still punch him, but
Yeah, we're all going to totally punch you in the face, but we're not mad at you.
just go like, ugh, real quick.
Yeah,
Don't
just like,
do
it's not gonna hurt.
Be
I
like,
can't. Probably can't.
I don't care.
That was clever. Well done.
Yes.
We
Very
got a
clever.
baby Yoda. We got a baby Yoda dildo in the chat.
No, we don't.
Yeah, we
Oh my
do.
god, we
Mhm.
totally do.
Oh my god.
Oh, wow.
Oh no.
Swear.
Oh my god.
That
Hey.
can just stop me in my tracks.
Yeah, I saw that from Apollo Patriot. Yeah, that's.
Yeah. He's like the he's like
What
the,
in the
Picasso.
What
world?
the hell is that?
He's like the Picasso of memers. He just does
Yeah.
stuff randomly where it shouldn't be, but it kind of works.
I mean, is it supposed to be a sandwich around your head?
It's a bunch of Ryan Kendall like faces.
They're like Ryan.
It's
Ryan.
feet. What the-
Their feet. Yeah.
Ryan and
Oh, those
Steve
are
is like-
feet?
Yeah,
Those are feet.
feet and faces, and it's all Ryan, and I have questions.
Poor Ryan. Poor Ryan.
Let's be honest, we're all kind of making fun of Lethal Lightning for being on a lady stream. Yeah, make fun of the one dude on a stream with girls. Yeah.
Come on. That you
Very
wanted to
jealous.
come on.
He wanted to come on. This is his dream right now.
I wanted to hang out with you. What's wrong with that?
I'm not saying anything. I'm just saying that, like, you're saying like, oh, make fun of the dude that's on a stream with ladies, and I'm like, you wanted to come on.
I did. I don't see anything wrong with that. Tugs, is there anything wrong with that?
No. Mm-mm.
Christy, is there anything wrong with that?
No.
Steph, anything wrong with that?
Nope.
No, nothing wrong with that.
Everybody's just jealous.
Yeah.
That's right. Of my dong.
Yep.
Yeah, he begged for it right now.
He really did beg for it. Yeah.
He did.
Can I please have some attention?
He literally begged for it.
He's
He
always
was.
wanting
Yeah, he
attention.
did. He did. You should have seen him
made such a
begging me
huge
for
deal in the
begging me
comments.
for the link. It was so adorable and cringy.
Oh, Mara, you've offended Ryan.
No, look at drunk.
Uh-oh.
Look at Drunk's comments.
You did not ask me if you could be on.
So you're calling Ryan a liar now, Mark?
Yes, I am calling him a liar. I don't know when he asked me to be on.
Not cool.
Fight to the death.
Not
I'm gonna
cool.
believe Mara on this one. No offense, Ryan. Believe Mara on this one.
Mara, highlight Jay's comment.
Jay's comment. Okay, hold on, Ryan. When did you ask? And where's?
I'd like one of you to read this one, please.
Lethal is my hero, a hero with VD.
What's VD?
A venereal disease.
Yes.
What?
Venereal disease.
Venereal disease.
Oh my god.
Do you know what that is?
Yes, you pervert. Venereal disease.
What's that?
It's a
Come on.
sexual disease.
Ew. I'm clean. I'm clean.
Oh yeah, that's right. I said you had to look good in this. Like talk about leaving in the skirts.
No, do you know what it is? It's very big dick. Thank you. Thank you.
There's no B there though.
Because I made
So
the
what?
comment that it's all about self-identification, and told you to
Oh,
put on
yeah.
a shirt to show like you could be on.
Maybe Ryan showed up in a kilt or something.
Yeah.
Snacks and Kermits have good ones.
Instead, we have Lethal coming
And
on
then we
the
said we
road.
didn't leave.
Oh, instead. Instead.
Instead of Ryan. And we get shirtless lethal.
I'll take that.
I'll
Yeah.
take it. Ooh, dang.
Oh, right. Ouch.
Damn.
Damn.
That's what happens when you have BD.
You would look good in a skirt or a kilt, but I told you it had to be a mini skirt to show off your legs.
Oh my God, Ryan, please wear a skirt.
I don't know. Ryan skips leg day.
Lethal
Might look kind of weird.
No, lethal.
Take it all the way off, you pussy. I love my robe. I'm nothing without my robe. I need my robe, you know?
Where's that take your shirt off account at?
Maybe if we had like some Ricky Martin music going on.
Living the vida loca.
That's the one, yeah.
Oh, John just has socks on. Okay, look, now, this is not a competition, guys.
The replay was awesome to watch.
Here
And
you go.
going-
Mini skirt and a Captain Marvel apron. Oh my god.
Yeah, never mind. I'm gonna shut up.
You don't
I
need
was reading that one
Oh wow.
This stream went totally off.
It really did.
See, that's the
Don't
difference
send him a
between
link.
that's the difference between Americans and Australians, you know. Your third leg. You're also insecure. We just say, hey, look, that's my dick.
Yeah.
There you
Oh,
go.
hey. Yeah, we're well aware.
Oh, we know
Well,
you do.
we're back.
You know you do, DeMarjorie. Mm-hmm.
Best chat ever.
Oh my god. Oh, we've been going for over 2 hours, and I did not expect us to be going.
Yeah, and literally an hour of it has just been take your shirt off, Lethal, show us your balls, Lethal, put your camera on, Lethal.
Nobody
Oh my God,
asked.
Lethal. I reckon
Nobody
Mary
asked
did.
you
Literally
to
nobody
show your
did.
balls.
I think
Did
Mary
he show
did.
his balls?
No, can
No.
you really? Do you think we want to see balls?
Nobody
Is that
wants
like the
to see
first thing
anything
that we're drawn
balls.
to? Is like, oh baby, I bet you have a nice set of balls.
No, it's like, oh baby,
No.
I bet you have a nice sack.
I reckon Mary asked to see my balls.
No. Like,
I reckon she did. I reckon she said, show us your balls. Unbelievable. And I've spent about 30 minutes just being told by you ladies, oh, Lethal's so young. He's such a child. He's such a baby. It's like,
I didn't say that.
yeah, thank you, Christy.
You're welcome.
These
But
three-
you are
these
you
three
are
did.
really
I did
young.
not
though.
say. I said you were young. I didn't say you were a baby.
You called me a baby.
I did.
Yeah.
Baby.
Yeah. I didn't
To
say
be
you were a
fair.
baby.
To be fair with Tugs, though, whenever I get in trouble on Twitter, I always run and hide behind Tugs. So
It's true.
I guess that's a fair comment from her, I guess.
I got your back, bro.
Bro.
On that note, is that we've been going for over 2 hours, so I figure we'll kind of start winding down here.
Show
Okay.
the pain.
If you say so.
Yeah. Where was okay? So Tug, let people know where they can find you and all about you.
I'm on the Twitter, and I lurk in people's chats all the time. You just never know where you're going to find me. And I'm also lurking randomly on people's live streams, like tonight, for instance. So come find me. But I'm on Twitter.
Good idea. Hide behind the murdery one.
Yep. I will murder anybody to defend my peeps and my bros.
Yep.
Except for
We both will.
and sexual
We're a tag team.
deviants.
Bro
Yeah,
life.
we are.
Bro life.
And
Steph and I got
Steph,
this.
okay. And Steph, where can people find you?
You can find me on Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter, all at My Nerdy Home. You can also find me on the Drunk 3PO channel. There he is, right there. Yep.
With the
On
egg
that channel.
emojis.
So
Drunk's
proud of
good
him
dude.
right now.
Drunk takes care.
You can also find me on his channel. I do create content for him as
Oh my
well.
God.
And later on, in about, I don't know, 20 minutes or so, you can find me on Mary's channel for shenanigans.
Shenanigans.
Awesome. Yep. And Christy, where can people
Hello.
find you?
You can find me on Twitter. I do have everybody probably already follows me who's in this chat. And I started an Instagram,
Oh,
She did.
which I don't know how to do.
Oh my god, are you kidding?
I'm gonna
No.
find
You
you.
are kidding.
Because
It is
I didn't know. Okay, I didn't know. I was
Such
like,
a
oh my
noob.
god, I have to put this on my fucking phone. I thought I could just use my computer.
You're such a noob.
Oh,
You're
no.
so late to the game.
I am.
Right?
I'm pretty sure Instagram is becoming obsolete.
I don't care. I was on Instagram, and all the messages I was got. You're such a noob. You're such a noob. I was like, well, kiss my grits.
Kiss my grits. I haven't heard that in so long.
But you know where it's from, though.
Yeah.
I bet you these folks don't know where it's from.
No, they don't.
I know Lethal doesn't.
Yeah, no, he doesn't.
Oh, I'm so young.
Yeah. Speaking of Lethal, the honorary lady of the Fandom Menace for this stream, where can everybody find you?
Wherever there's a woman out of line, you will find me representing Al Bundy, screaming release at the top of my lungs.
He's part of No Ma'am.
No,
Yeah.
ma'am. No,
Yep.
ma'am. No,
I'm gonna
ma'am.
find you right now, Christy. Is it the same name? I'm gonna stalk you.
I don't know. I have to look it up.
Men in
I
the chat.
posted it. I
Manpower.
posted
Oh my
it.
gosh.
Christy, I
She's-
love you, but that is such a
she's-
boomer moment right there. That's like
Oh,
my
you posted
mom.
it? Okay, hold on. Hold on.
Hold on. Let me go on
She's
Twitter.
in my friends on Instagram tags if you want.
Is she? Okay, I will be back.
Okay, there you go.
Hello, Steve.
Silly goosey.
Yeah.
Oh, somebody's calling me. I don't know. It's an unknown number. Goodbye.
Manpower.
All right, so
Lethal, that's not you being creepy, right?
If I move, you can kind of see my phone on my bed flat over there.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't know. You might have a second one. I don't know.
I don't have a second. Do I look like someone that has a second phone?
I don't know what you Australians do down there.
I think Tugs is
Wait, hold up.
being
Hold
like
up.
one of
What
those
do you mean by
creepers.
that? What do you
Tugs is
mean?
what?
I don't know what the Australians do down there. Is that some type of derogatory comment?
Yes.
Okay.
What does what, Mayor? What?
Well, it's just like I was like, you're almost like accusing him of being a like one of those creepers with the.
Oh no, I'm
microphone.
not. It wasn't him. It was an unknown number. I just wanted to throw him under the bus.
Look at drunk. Look at drunk.
Hashtag Lethal Jade.
All right. On that note,
Is it Lethal Jade or Baby Lethal? Or
No,
both?
Lethal Jade
Lethal
is the
Jade.
ship name. Baby Lethal is what you are.
Yeah.
So does that make
Ooh,
Mara a
19K
cradle
Fox
snack?
on Instagram.
I'm
Hello.
a cougar. Okay, I will say this, but something personal about me. My last boyfriend was 6 years younger than me, so I'm a cougar.
That's not younger. That's not too much younger.
You know, if Mara, somebody's gonna clip that. I hope you know.
I'm gonna
that.
drop
Yeah,
one. I'm gonna drop
I
one.
know. Go ahead and clip it. I'm a cougar. My last boyfriend was 6 years younger than me. I started dating him. It was a long-term relationship. He was 18. I was 24.
I'm gonna drop a bomb here.
Go ahead.
My first was she was significantly older than me. She was double my age.
So she was like in her 50s.
I like it.
Well,
No.
I'm assuming you just, did the deed a couple of days ago, finally.
Okay, DJ,
Right.
honestly, yes, it doesn't technically count as a cougar, but my boyfriends have gotten significantly younger each time.
Exactly.
so what you're saying is Lethal is the right age.
Yes, he is.
Perfect. Hashtag Lethal Jade. Let's do this.
So yes, it's like technically it doesn't count, but if you looked at my history, they've gotten younger as I've gone along.
That's the thing about those younger people, isn't it? You get older, but they stay the same.
Yeah, damn those younger people.
Yeah, fuck them, right?
All right.
Yeah, that's
All right. On that note, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to say goodnight. We've been streaming for over 2 hours. And so, Tugs, Steph, Christie, and I'll add you, Lethal. Awesome ladies of the Fandom Menace.
And Mary. Mary.
And Mary. And Rosetta when they were on. Say good night to all of you, and thank you all for showing up for this stream that was supposed to talk about nerd culture that ended up talking about everything.
Sorry, Mara.
So this is why it's women, you bring women on, like you want to talk about comic books, you bring women on and it just turns into like sex swings.
All right, we're gonna end on that note.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.
Release the science.
Bye.
Bye.
Manpower.